Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to introduce you to McKinley Smith, a junior with the Illustrated Christian Athletes. She has a few words to say.
Please bow your head. Dear Lord, we thank you for bringing us all here tonight. Please be with all the players, coaches, and fans, and keep them safe. Let both the teams show good sportsmanship, and let everyone have a safe trip home. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Now, if you would stand, we'll have the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome to Sequatchie County High School, Sequatchie County football tonight as we take on the Bledsoe County Warriors. We're about 30 minutes late getting on the air. We had a little technical difficulty, more with me than anything else. And we're on the air now. We're good to go. Michael, welcome to the show. Sorry I was a little late getting here and getting us on the air, but it's a big night tonight.
Yeah, this is a game everybody waits for all year. Bledsoe Sequatchie coming. It's always been a rivalry. You know, at times it's been kind of one-sided, but lately it's been very competitive. As you can see, the tailgating going on, the state troopers holding their little safety thing they do at the Bledsoe Sequatchie game. It looks like the crowd is really feeling like Sequatchie's pep line has already reached the other 40, so we're still a good 20 minutes of game time. So it's an exciting night for everyone.
Well, we had some things planned tonight, Michael, but I do want to not completely just forget what we had planned. Let's talk about one thing. This community and the Pikeville community are about, 20 miles apart at max. These kids grow up playing sports against each other since, they're 4 or 5 years old. They know each other. Some of them go to church. Some of them go to the same college someday. Some of them grow up together. Some of them are cousins. What is this rivalry? Explain to someone that's never seen a Sequatchie Bledsoe game what is so important about it.
Yeah, you're right. It's amazing. You know, a lot of family members live in Bledsoe and Sequatchie. Just a lot of connections between the two counties. But when it comes to sport, and everybody gets along, but when it comes to sports, it's really, really an intense rivalry. Always has been. Dating back to the first days I remember going to football games. No matter what the records are, both teams are going to come out and support their teams. I think we talked about it. Sequatchie County had 2016 had an outstanding team, went to the semifinals, and Bledsoe had about a 500 team that year, and really should have beat us up at Bledsoe. So you can throw out any record when this rivalry takes place.
So let's talk about how both teams have gotten here. So let's talk about the Indians. We're 3-2 coming into this game. We had a open season at South Pittsburgh loss, and we lost last week to East Ridge at Fort Wayne School. Then we had a 3-game winning streak along the way. This team has faced a lot of adversity in 5 football games. We've lost probably our starting backfield for the most part this year.
Yeah, I mean, starting with South Pittsburgh, that's a game we really, the whole first half felt like we controlled against an outstanding South Pittsburgh team, and then right for the half, Zach Morgan, who was heart and soul of our team, goes down. Then the second half, South Pittsburgh kind of took control of the game. But then we go on that streak you were talking about. Won, 3 in a row still? had some injuries. Had our quarterback, Austin McCurry, go down to mono. Ryan Johnson's been hampered most of the year. So we've got a freshman in there now, Peyton Campbell. We come back against East Ridge last week, and really a game I felt like we could have won, but so many things went against us as far as stopping our drives. We were moving the ball, and here we sit tonight. But you can throw all that out tonight. If you have any competitiveness about you, you're going to come out and beat tonight.
Absolutely. So let's recap Bledsoe. They're 3-1 coming into the game. I guess their best win of the year may be against East Ridge. Up at Pikeville, 14-13. Their one loss came to a very good Tyner team. So they come into the game, I believe, with a little momentum now. And you know, this is a team last year we saw that we felt like was going to be better this year.
Yeah, the one thing, and you're exactly right. That was a good win over 4A East Ridge, Tyner. That's a game Bledsoe played really close in the first half. What kind of surprised me, is that the last time out, they struggled to beat a not so good Grundy team, 14-12. And in that game, I just found out recently that lost what they consider their best all-around player. He got 2 personal fouls early in that game, and he is suspended from tonight's game. Number 2, I think, Kobe Rogers. So
Kobe Rogers a big part of their team last year and this year to this point. It's I've heard people concerned with that tonight.
Yeah, but you go back to they've got Kobe out tonight, but we're still sitting here. Like I said, we've lost what we feel like may have been our best all-around player. We've had kids hobbled all year. I'm not sure if Austin's going to suit up tonight. We may throw at freshman Peyton Campbell, who's gotten better each week out there. And like I said, Ryan Johnson has been probably our most explosive back, but he's been hampered by nagging injuries all year. So both teams are kind of sitting in that situation where they're without some of their best players, but this is where kids get the opportunity to step up and be kind of that legend you talk about 20 years from now, and you say, I remember that play so-and-so made in Dunlap that night.
When you think of this rivalry too, you think of the Battle of the Stump. Let's get that out there, because last year we got on the air and we think they have a new stump from when you played. So the stump's not as old as it used to be, but it's still a battle for the stump.
Well, the stump didn't really exist a whole lot in my days because we pretty much handled Bledsoe for several years in a row there, and I don't think the rivalry was not much of a rivalry. But I guess back in my days, it was still a rivalry, but as far as competitive nature, it was more Marion County in those days. But Bledsoe-Squatchy rivalry for many years now has really even grown more than it was, and the stump has stepped in at some point. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we're on a 6-game winning streak right now in this rivalry. But we've had some, and it's not like we've blown them out for 6 years. We've had games that went down to the last drive, last quarter, so it's still been competitive.
Including last year's game, of course, up there in Pikeville. It was a great game. Late, kind of, Squatchy may have took over the game a little late. Now, one more thing we want to discuss as we get ready for tonight. I had this talk in the office tonight with a couple of people. You feel like maybe that Bledsoe County's first 11 may be a little better than Squatchy's first 11. But I think Squatchy's going to play 24, 25 kids. Bledsoe's short on numbers. They play 3 or 4 kids both ways. They're not going to play 20-something kids. It's going to be what happens in the fourth quarter with I think that was a recap of what happened last year. Is Squatchy got better as the game went along.
Yeah, that's true. Squatchy did. And the thing about Bledsoe, you talk about the first 11, they're got some upperclassmen and had a lot of success. Squatchy County's played a lot of underclassmen. We talked about freshman Peyton Campbell. Squatchy County plays a lot of sophomores. And what happens about midway through the season, those sophomores grow up a lot. And they become those true varsity players that seen the game action. So I expect that we've seen a couple running backs had to step in because we've lost our running backs. So I expect some of those kids had the experience this year to step up and become kind of those senior guys this year.
So, Michael, a lot of excitement here tonight also. We got some things going on tonight. If somebody wants to see the game, after the game, we're here with a cooperative from 93.3 Country Roads and Bledsoe Telephone Co-op. So we'll be uploaded tonight on Channel 18 for everybody who wants the game. And, of course, our very popular replay on 93.3 at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning.
Yeah, a lot of people want to listen to this again, kids, especially if this game ends up being as good a game as I expect. They're going to want to get up and hear those names called again tomorrow morning. And looks like the spirit lines on both sides. Looks like Squatchy's going to kind of outdo Bledsoe so far now. We've reached the other 30-yard line. We're going to see if we can get 100 yards out of the Spirit line tonight, Randall.
We're going to talk one more thing and then back to the station. We'll take a break. Again, everybody, a little sorry about, I mean, it was a minor little fender bender for me getting here tonight over in Chattanooga. So I'm sorry we're not getting on. We had a lot of things we wanted to get out, some special guests, so it's going to be abbreviated version. But one thing we want to talk about, I think our kids, the Squatchy kids, you know, I remember we talked to Ethan beforehand, and we're here at Squatchy, and you and I have been here for all 5 games. Our kids, the Squatchy kids, are in a growing period, as you said. Sophomores become juniors. If we see Austin McCrary tonight, or if we see Peyton Campbell, what is it like for them to take that first snap under center against Bledsoe County?
Oh, this is a game. These, Peyton and Austin, they've played since they were dating back when they were 5, 6, 7-year-old kids. So they know the intensity of the rivalry, and I'm sure there's a lot of butterflies right now. But like most happy, you want to avoid early on because you're so much adrenaline flowing. But about halfway through that first quarter, the adrenaline kind of levels out. The game kind of gets even keeled. At that point, football players are just playing football.
All right, back at the station. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Indian Football on 93.3 Country Roads. Back in 60 seconds. I don't think they're hearing us back there. Back at station. Hey, Sam, did you call me? No, it's where I had a car wreck. I was trying to call you. I have a problem though. Our station phone is not working.
They hear us.
And no, but I'm using my old piece of junk iPhone, and it's about as good as I can get it. And our station phone, and when I try to dial out, it says that it needs money put on it. So we're just going to have to work with what we got. Okay. Okay. Thank you, buddy. Bye. See you. Who is that, Texan?
Joey, that sounds great. Asked me about the middle school because they beat St. Pittsburgh last night to go to the championship against Spring City.
Okay, I will.
Joey's got to send me some information. But at some point, you know what I mean?
All right. We've got all kinds of phone problems over here. Hey, it's us. We've got phone problems, so bring us back on. All right, welcome back to Sequatchie County. We have got some technical difficulties going on, but we're trying to work through it. Michael, welcome back to everybody. Of course, we're here at Sequatchie County, big rivalry week. Let's talk about Bledsoe County a little bit. We know a little bit about them, but last year we saw Bledsoe County spreading everybody out, moving everybody out. New coach, new program. What are we thinking that we're going to see from them tonight?
Yeah, I think we'll see a little more of the version of the wing T. They'll run probably a lot of jet, a lot of power. What you're used to seeing out of, similar to Sequatchie County, the South Pittsburgh teams. I'm sure they'll put their own little spin on it, their version of it. I expect to see a lot of wing T. Like I said last year, let's off in the gun most of the time and throwing it around a lot. And I still expect them to do that because they've still got some quality athletes who can make plays.
Well, with them moving to their new offensive philosophy, and this is the first year in this program that they, coming out of 5 wide, what's the adjustment? Is it up front? Is it the offensive lineman? Who faces the biggest adjustment?
Oh, yeah, I think a lot of it's probably the backs. It's more timing than anything. The offensive lineman obviously did a lot of pass blocking last year for Bledsoe County, but this year, I'm sure a lot more pulling, a lot more down blocking. And that's a different type of block, different type of kid. normally use to make those blocks. I expect to see a lot of plays tackle to tackle tonight, and I think it's going to be up to them big uglies down on the line of scrimmage to make those plays.
Of course, as always, we want to make sure to thank all of our sponsors that make this possible. We have a great group of sponsors over here. One of them, of course, is our friend Joey Evans. I'm going to call him in the morning. I got a little fender bender to take care of. Farm Bureau, but you know, tonight we're going to be naming a Farm Bureau player of the game. So tonight, looking down the road 2.5, 3 hours, who do you think may jump off the page and be that guy?
I see. We talked about Wyatt Blevins. Wyatt Blevins makes plays. He's the kind of kid that every coach wish he had on his team. If you had 11 players like Wyatt Blevins to give that kind of great effort, you win a lot of football games. Probably games you shouldn't win against better talent. So Wyatt always stands out. And then the Peyton Campbell. Like I said, Peyton is a freshman, but he's played in a lot of big games. I expect him to make a couple plays. He started running the ball a little more last week. Maybe Coach Wattenbarger's getting a little more confidence in him. Then I look for a player like Harley. Harley. We didn't see Harley carry the ball much last week. I think each top defensive play kind of dictated that. But I'd like to see him have to tackle Harley about 30 times tonight.
Absolutely. And, Brett Hicks last year, moving back to that game, really was the difference in the football game maybe. And 3 years ago, it was Hunter that really pounded on Bledsoe County. So, that's definitely something that you want to do is have those pressure up the middle. Now, last year we saw that Bledsoe had a young quarterback, the freshman, that played a lot of snaps. This year he's a sophomore, and the Bledsoe folks are excited about his future. So, we've got some things going on up there. There's some kids that we talked about. We're going to see some kids that we've all seen. Hilario Richardson, Cadillac Silvers, River Swofford. There's some kids that we've seen for 2 and 3 years now that has a lot of experience.
Yeah, that's true. We've seen them for a few years. It's funny. I remember back when I coached, some of the kids have already graduated and stuff, but I remember hearing Cadillac's name down in the young age group, 5, 6 year old. I thought, what a heck of a name for a football player. And what's crazy about it, not only you have the name Cadillac, the kid can absolutely fly. So it's neat getting to see those kids now that have grown up and gotten bigger. Gunner Sweat, I've been watching Gunner for several years. Kid's great baseball player as well as football player. It's exciting to see these kids that you've watched play for years. Harmon Keith, who's an excellent basketball player. Games at Harmon, was a phenomenal player. Last week or last year. And I'm still curious about how Kobe Rogers Sr., who's a heck of a football player, him not being here now, how that affects the Bledsoe County offense.
That's a great question, and I think he did play both ways some too, did he not? So they lose 2 players. One more thing to get out, and then maybe we'll get into some predictions here. I want to talk about the physicality of this football game. So last year's football game was maybe one of the most physical football games I've been part of. It's a different level of physicality. So don't you think tonight, whoever comes out and sets the tone early has got an upper hand in this big game tonight?
Yeah, in the beginning there's going to be a lot. From the kickoff, I guarantee you, there's going to be a lot of physicality. What you got to remember is you got to control it. We can't end up with the same type of personal fouls and blocking the backs and things like that we had last week. It's got to be a kind of a controlled aggression tonight. But I expect from the opening kickoff, like I said, that first series, probably both teams on offense. I'd say both defenses are going to be bringing the hammer.
So Bledsoe County entering on the side towards the school will set the tonight. Of course, Bledsoe County dressed in their road white pants, white jersey, blue helmets. So Sequatchie dressed in their home purple and gold with their white pants and white helmets. Coin toss to come. Spirit line stretches 75 yards now. Multiple cameras on the field. Channel 18 on the roof. Us here, River Country Roads 93.3. I did that twice today. I want to be on the river, I guess. But this is the atmosphere. Full stadiums across the way. It looks like it's 95% full. This is full. The home side, we're talking 1,500, 2,000 people. The fence is beginning to fill up. It it doesn't get any better on a Friday night than this.
No, this is like we said, and whether we're being partial or not, I believe we have one of the best facilities that you could ever have sports-wise. All the athletic fields right here close, here at the foot of the mountain, and just a beautiful night for football. And it's exciting to see that we probably got, probably 200 kids standing right now in the Spirit Line.
Yes.
I think I'm a little different than you, Randall. They may be 25,000, 3,000 people here.
Well, I just stood up for the first time. I think I may go with your number. Captains to meet in the middle of the field for Sequatchie County, Elijah Phillips, Colton Harris, Wyatt Blevins,
Number 8, Cadence Thomas.
Austin Moffitt out there for Bledsoe County. For Sequatchie County, for Bledsoe County, we'll see if we can get the numbers set up. That's not Austin Moffitt. I believe that's Logan Johnson. 8, Candace Thomas, Cadence Thomas.
Number 34, Logan.
Yes, it is Logan from.
6, Wyatt Blevins.
See if we can get these numbers in a minute. We're at the center for the coin toss. The Spirit Line stretches from about the 24 now.
Yeah, the Spirit Line forced the referees to have the coin toss at the other 20-yard line.
Bledsoe will receive the football to start the game. The Indians look ready to go on the other end. Another captain, 76, is going to be Zach Davis. 58, Gabe McLeod. 21, River Swalford. The Indians prepare for their entrance. Ladies and gentlemen, on the radio, up and down from Pikeville to Dunlap. It is football time in Sequatchie County. Here we go. Little goosebumps coming up now, Michael.
Yeah, the Indians waiting, jumping up down, ready to come through. By the time they run through that Spirit Line.
Here we go. Football time. Lockley. One thing, Michael. Let's hit on one thing. Key to the game for you.
The game is you can those lines for, like I said, the wing tee offenses. It's going to be up to those big guys in the trenches. And I don't look for a lot of big plays out of both teams. I'm sure we'll see a few, but mostly a lot of grind them out first downs. And I hope we see a lot of Farm Bureau first downs tonight.
So we won't really make a prediction here. Let's just say the key to my game tonight is how well our freshman quarterbacks play, our freshman or sophomore quarterback play. Do we have the update that we talked about from the middle school? We're going to do that at halftime.
Yeah, a little bit. Those who don't know, the middle school played last night in what was the semifinal game in the middle school playoffs. And the team that just handled them pretty good just a week ago, South Pittsburgh, they went down and beat South Pittsburgh last night. I believe the final score was 42-34, and that's a big win for that program. I know Lamont Kelly had a big night. Jackson Tate, 2 touchdowns. Corbin Shaw, 2 touchdowns. Defense got 3 turnovers, and now they get to travel up the road to one of your old town up there, Spring City, to play for the middle school championship Thursday night.
Spring City has won 3. So it's definitely going to be a tough task for the Braves, but let's hope and wish them luck.
Yeah, still already a great feat for that team. Took care of business in the Valley, and that's exciting to know for the future of our program.
Something that's been a little less than stellar so far for us this year. Sequatchie County is getting ready to get the ball underway. We've made a couple of changes at kicker. So here we are. Ball kicked up at the 40-yard line. Kick away. End over end. It'll land about the 30-yard line. 30, 35, 40. Out to the 45-yard line. That'll be Thompson with the return.
The nice little wedge set up there. I think Bledsoe was expecting the little push kick, and had Thompson set up there. The wedge, the front line set up a great wedge, and good starting position for the Warriors.
So for the folks on the radio now, normally on the TV here, but we're moving. Let's all be moving right to left towards the scoreboard. Again, dressed in their home road white. Sequatchie dressed in their home purple. Thrown on the play. Right now, a little controversy going on. We may have had a lightning strike near the place. I think it's going to be under delay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are a lightning.
8 seconds into the football game, we're going to go under a lightning delay. That allows us to have about a 30-minute delay. See it on the station. Let's take us a break. We'll take a 60 back at the station. And just country roads, you're listening to Indian football. For our guests listening and watching on Blitzall Telephone Co-op on Channel 18 YouTube. Tell me, Jeff, when you come to this rivalry game tonight, and I asked Jonathan the same question, what is the physicality of the football?
It's real physical. It's one of those things where, like I described before. I mean, it's you fight your brother harder than you fight anybody
Absolutely.
else. And at the end of the day, when the fight's over, you hug and defend each other. And that's what this is. It's just it'll be a fight to the bitter end.
Well, back at the station, we'll take another 60. Well, let's make it another 2-minute break. If you can, give us a 2-minute break. We'll be back in 2 minutes with Indian football 93.3 Country Roads. Okay. Thank you, Jeff.
You're welcome.
That was good. That was good. Let me get my other. Be upset by that. We're just going to get it fixed. Huh? You want to welcome everybody back? Well, let's just let me ask you a question. Okay, just relax. Just relax. We'll use one microphone. We're just going to get our car fixed and we'll pretend like it never happened.
I am fearless. I am fearless. I'm
Yes, you are.
fearless. Look at me in a bracelet. It's a really cute bracelet.
Yep. Hey, can you go get me some more water after you do the commercial? Well, can you get me one by halftime?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever it's empty, I'll give you a complete refill.
When play resumes, the Warriors will have the ball first and 10.
Welcome back.
25.
Welcome back to Sequatchie County Indian football, 93.3 The River. I've got my favorite fan here, Anna Lee. Is it fun to be at your first Sequatchie Blitzall game?
Yeah.
So what have you enjoyed so far?
I don't know.
Food, snacks,
Yeah.
running around with the other kids? So you got something you want to say to everybody while we're waiting for the game to start?
Yeah. So me and my friend are best friends at school, but one of us cheers for Squatchy, the other one cheers for Blitzall, and of course I cheer for Squatchy, and then she cheers for Blitzall. Her name's Lorelai.
All right, Lorelai. We are back underway. Teams on the field. Ball at the 45-yard line. First and 10. Shotgun snap. Quarterback back. Throws it out to the flat in front of the Blitzall bench. He'll break one. He'll break two. He'll be hit there.
Yeah, good. Blitzall coming out throwing the ball. Good coverage. You do that bend, don't break. Give up 5 yards. Come up, make a sure tackle. Good play by both teams on the first play of the game.
Quarterback Harmon Keith,
Second and 6.
10th grader last year, split duties with another quarterback. This year it's his show to run. Blitzall came out in the shotgun formation. We're just back underway after a Latin delay. 11:20 to go in the first quarter. Second down and 5. Quarterback Harmon back to throw. He'll throw it out here with Tyrell Richardson. He'll overthrow Tyrell just a bit.
Yeah, it looked like Tyrell had his man beat. Just overthrown a little bit. Still pretty good coverage by Squatchy. Looks like the Warriors come out and kind of making a lie out of us right now, Randall. They've been in that spread, one back, first 2 plays of the game.
Quarterback Keith this time tried to hit Richardson on the post pattern on the fly. Had his man bleed, overthrew him a little bit. Sets up a critical 3rd and 6 from the 49-yard line. 11:01 to go in the first quarter of the Battle of the Stump. 2 wide receivers set to the Squatchy center. This time quarterback Keith will get under center, win back set. He'll roll to the Squatchy bench. Roll, get a man underneath Walford. He'll be close to the first down. I believe second effort will get him there.
Yeah, look, I got a first down. Just play action pass, rolled out, flood route, and hit his middle guy there, Swafford. Made a good catch, but get there again. Squatchy's doing a good job. That's okay to pick up the first down, but Squatchy made it hard on him. Stopped the big play, and at some point, White Button's going to get in the backfield for a loss.
So we're going to set the scene again. About 2,500, 3,000 people here. 3-4 deep some places along the edge of the seats. Just underway, 10:52 after a 30-minute rain delay. Blitz all dressed in their own road white. Squatchy in their home purple and gold. This time quarterback Keith in a shotgun, 2 sets to the near side. He'll keep it himself. He'll have about 2 off the yard line of scrimmage. Hit there by a host of Indians, led by White Clevin.
Yeah, great play there by the Indians defense. Wide's in there first. Looked like just a quarterback lead out of the shotgun. Looks like Bledsoe stayed in that shotgun. I think it was under center one time there, but still rolled out and threw a pass. So it looks like Bledsoe has not went between the tackles yet, kind of spreading this out.
Quarterback Keith this time with tailback Cadillac Severs in the backfield with him again, shotgun. 2 men split to the wide side of the field, the Squatchy side. Quarterback will roll, throw it over the middle, hit. Ball's George loose. Let's see if they call it incomplete. Yes, they'll call it incomplete. Looked like it may have been complete, but before he got his first step, Richards jarred with a big hit and the ball comes out.
Yeah, it looked like Richards, looked like he had the ball for a split second. Great throw again there by the quarterback, but looked like the safety come out and laid him out. I don't know if that was Ethan Seals or who, but that was a great lick to bring up a 3rd and long for the Warriors.
3rd and 8 now for the Warriors. You've got to wonder, early in this game, is this a 4-down territory? Ball at the 41-yard line. 3rd and 8, 10:05 to go in the first quarter. This time quarterback Keith will get under center. Turn, he'll hand it Severs, who's got about 5 off the sideline. A lot of effort on that, Michael. Looked like he was going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's the first play we've seen between the middle on 3rd and 8. Looks like coach was going to see how many yards he pick up and decide whether we're going to go for 4th. But it looks like the punt team's coming on for the Warriors. Good stand there by the Indian defense early on.
4th and 5 from the 38. Seals will drop back for Sequatchie County. Check that. That's Levi Knight back deep. The punter, Tristan Boring. Seems like a Bledsoe's had a boring kicking since like 1983. Will toe the 50-yard line. Knight on the heels on the 10. End over end punt. Levi will let it hit. It'll roll into the end zone where it'll be Sequatchie County football.
Yeah, that's a good start really for Sequatchie County. Bledsoe did pick up a first down or 2 there, but I don't think we had any play more than about 6-7 yards out of the Warriors. So a good bend don't break type defense. Warriors throwing the ball. We knew they had some success last year against the Indians. Probably felt the same way tonight, but good stand. Let's see what we can do here on offense.
You're listening to Indian Football on 93.3 The River. Also on BTC Channel 18. Handoff underneath. Man will be hit at the line of scrimmage. It'll be Thompson with the hit right as he got the ball.
Yeah, it looked like the Indians come out right off the bat and try to run a counter. Looked like it's probably, I think it was, might have been Johnson on the carry, and Warrior defense was ready.
Check new tailback into the game. Check Caleb Johnson, a wing back into the game. Tight sets. We'll split nobody out. T formation, something new. Quarterback under center. He'll turn, run into Harley Meeks, but he'll have a gain of about 1. That didn't come off too pleasant right there, Michael.
No, that was Looks like a T-form. I'm not sure if that's a play they won or not, but the lead two backs went left. Harley went right. May have been a little miscommunication there because not a lot of blocking for Harley.
Peyton Campbell, the freshman, is into the game at quarterback. We'd had some question who would be the quarterback. I do see number 7, Austin McQuarrie, checking into the game. T set. Austin will hand it underneath. Nope, he'll keep the ball. He'll get outside. He'll 5, 6, 7 yards.
Yeah, it looked like might be a couple yards short of first down. Looked like just a fake there, and then Austin kept it around the end. If he could have made one more move on the edge, Booty could have picked up the first down. But it's good to see Austin healthy and back in there. I'm sure we're going to see a little bit of both of Peyton and Austin throughout the night.
Reversal of 2018 as Sequatchie County will play 2 quarterbacks tonight. I believe Seals are back in the punt formation. Pressure, kick away. Tyrell Richardson will field it. Fumble the ball loose. Tyrell will fall on it. Just for a second, an Indian flashed in the screen, but Tyrell will fall on the ball.
Yeah, it looked like Jacob Schubert was there, but Tyrell's able to reach out and pull it back into himself. So there we go. Both teams come in, both defenses being aggressive, making plays. Looks like both kind of filling each other out. I expect both offenses to open up a little bit here in the second, third drives.
Great friend of our program, Ethan Lloyd, sitting behind us. We appreciate Lloyd and what a great job his staff done getting us ready tonight. We explained to everybody, I delayed everybody about a half hour, but we are good to go now. Second possession for the Warriors, 7:21 to go in the first quarter. Quarterback Keith in a shotgun formation. Silver receivers will dot it with him. Keith will roll. Richardson trying to get the ball downfield, throws it up, ball loose. Terrell will get his hands on it, but a great job across the way by Levi Knight to stay on with that football.
Yeah, great job by Levi. Looks like Tyrell was the inside guy there in the 3 wide, and he tried to run a real route. Levi stayed home and broke it up.
You know, we talked to some of the Bledsoe folks this week, and they threw out a number of 10 or 15 touches that Bledsoe would like to get Terrell tonight, and it looks like their plan is to get the ball in Terrell's hands.
Yeah, it is. Tyrell made some big plays last year up at Bledsoe County. It really kept the Warriors in the game in the first half.
Trips set, 3 men to the wide side to the Bledsoe side, 1 to the Sequatchie side. Handoff to Sievers underneath, and he'll be hit at the line of scrimmage. Again, spreading you out to run the football.
Yeah, look at, no surprise who got a hand on it there. Looked like White Blevins got him in the backfield, and Cade Moffitt cleaned it up. Big 3rd and long here for the Warriors.
3rd and 10 with 6:58 to go in the first quarter after a long rain delay. Each team had 1 possession. Didn't do a whole lot with it, just underway on a muggy night from Dunlap. Quarterback Keith will break his team out. Again, shotgun set, trip formation. Keith will roll to the wide side of the field, hit River Swafford underneath, and the tackle will be made at the point of line of scrimmage, and that'll be number 4, Cade Moffitt.
Well, I tell you what, Cade flies to the football. Reminds you a little bit. I don't want to push it too much. Reminds you a little bit about how Hunter Davenport used to get to the football. Just good catch again by the Warriors, but Cade closed quick and kept it to a small gain.
Oh, River Swafford with the catch after a 4-yard gain. The Warriors will punt it back. This time Levi Knight will put his heels on the 25-yard line. Boarding will be at the 31. 1-man safety back. Snap. Kick away. Great kick. Fair catch caught by Levi. Great punt, Michael.
Yeah, great punt there. Looks like early on after the opening kickoff, Bledsoe's kind of kept the field position battle and won it, but big stand, no first downs there by the Warriors on that drive, and 2 big plays there by Cade Moffitt. And let's see if the Indians open up the offense here a little bit, probably try to get to the edge, because the Warriors are stopping it up kind of like East Ridge did last week and in between the tackles.
5:43 to go in this first quarter. You're listening to Indian football, 93.3 The River. Oh, the Country Road. Sorry, handoff. Ryan Johnson. Oh, excuse me. Ball on the ground. I believe that was Jones. Fumble caused by the field. Our sister station is The River. I got that messed up in the pregame. We are the Country Roads. So the ball came out. but he was down on the carry.
Yeah, Walt's got to be careful getting up in traffic there. He tried to reach out for that extra yard. Didn't have good control of the ball. Luckily, it hit the ground first. Still a good play for the Indians. 3 yards, bring up big 2nd and 6 here.
Peyton Campbell under center again. Looking for a Farm Bureau first down for the Indians. This time Peyton will keep the football, run a one-man route with Levi Knight. Pressure, flag flies. Peyton will get out, half 5 or 6 yards. But that flag come in the area of holding, blocking the back, something with the offensive line. Coach Wattenberg grabs his hat in disgust.
Wow, that's going to be a huge penalty because that happened about 6-7 yards deep in the backfield. Peyton rode out. I didn't see the hold. I seen the defensive lineman chase him. Peyton made a good play with the ball, lowered his head and picked up 3 or 4, but that's going to bring it back to a 2nd and very long for the Indians.
4:54 to go. The football will be backed up to around the 15-yard line. The going towards Sequatchie County penalty declined. I believe they're going to take the result of the play to put it in a 3rd down.
Yeah, that's
unusual.
Yeah, because they were looking. Sequatchie was probably, where that penalty happened, they were probably looking at about a 2nd and 25 or better. Instead, we look at a 3rd and 6, very manageable 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 now. Quarterback Campbell, Meeks dots the eye. Jones in motion. Campbell will throw it. Middle screen to Hector Veracruz, and he'll trip and fall. Boy, he might have had the first down if he could have just held his feet.
Yeah, Edgar there, man. He looks like he seen the open space and his feet kind of outrun the rest of his body and tripped and fell short of first down. So it looks like another Indian punt.
So far, 2 possessions both ways. Not a lot of offense. At 4:29 to go, the ball rests on the 26-yard line. That's where Ethan Seals will kick it from. This time, Blitzall will put 2 men back, Swafford and Thomas. Seals will kick it away, end over end. Fielded by Swafford. Ball's loose. Bounces by about 3 Indians. And it may have landed. Oh my. It was loose, rolling around past 2 or 3 Warriors and a couple of Indians, and just fell into a Warrior's hand.
Well, that's a tough break for the Indians. That ball hit the receiver and probably bounced 15 yards there. It looked like several Warriors and Indians had a chance for it. The Warriors pulled it out there at the bottom of the pile, and there again, they're starting a great field position.
Gunner Sweat came out of the ball. 4:05 to go. The football will be on the 49-yard line, just short of the 50. The Warriors have got great field position. The Indians been playing backed up on their side of the field most of the night. 5:04 to go in this first quarter. Harmon Keith, quarterback under center. Turn. He'll end it to Swafford. Swafford will break 1 tackle. No, he will not. Great tackle there at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looked like Big K mopping on again, but the one that really made the play looked like it was Austin mopping. Austin got a hold of him before he got going, then K cleaned it up again. Another big play. Look, the Warriors are having problems running the ball right now in the Indians. That may be why they feel like they got to throw it.
You know, we were, as we've covered, we had some difficulties getting on the air. We left our roster back at work. But you know what? We really don't need it to call this football game. We know all these kids.
Yeah, we know a lot of these kids. Been seeing them since they were youngsters.
Harmon Keith will be under center. Twin back sets this time. Rivers and Severs will dot it. This time fake it to Swafford. He'll look downfield for Severs. Severs is covered, and he'll heave it out of bounds. I think Cadillac comes out with the football, but he's about 6 or 7 yards out of bounds.
Yeah, the Indians defender's got to be close there. Looked like he threw the ball, Carmen did, and a couple of Indians dove at his feet. You know, nowadays, once that ball is released by the quarterback, at that point, pull up, do what you have to, but no penalty called, so another 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10, the ball on the 49-yard line of Blitzall County, trying to get across the midfield. 3:11 to go in this first quarter of the Battle of the Stump. Great rivalry in the Sequatchie Valley as the Blitzall County Warriors are here taking on the Sequatchie County Indians. Ball at the 49-yard line. Keith, turn, make it to Richardson, roll out, pressure, hits a man over the middle. So close, almost went the other way.
Yeah, it looked like Ethan Seals. Ethan got a big one here a couple weeks ago. Changed the game, and he about got him one there. But again, unless the Indians get a good return here or something, at this point, Blitzall's kind of settling for having the field position, waiting on see which team makes a mistake first.
This is not how I expected this game to start. I really didn't see 4 4-and-outs. I thought we'd have a little more scoring, a little more moving. 3:06 to go in the first quarter. 5th possession of the game coming up in 9 minutes after a 30-minute rain delay. Boring kicks from the 40. Huge kick. Lands about the 15. Rolls into the end zone. Looked like a blitz-all man had a chance to down it about the 1. Dove at the football, and then diving for the football, actually knocked it into the end zone.
That's a big play right there. The Indians been backed up to the 1. That'd have been tough. It seems like they've been backed up, and they have been all night. Needless to say, the Indians put together some Farm Bureau first downs here. We really need to establish some drives. Not sure I haven't seen Ryan Johnson out there yet or not tonight. I don't know how Ryan is, but we need to get somebody in there and make an explosive play and flip this field position.
As we talked about, one of the keys of the game was who was going to play quarterback. This time it'll be McQuarrie. McQuarrie will start the drive, and he will have Meeks, Jones, and Johnson, I believe, will get the handoff. Have a game of about 6-3. Ryan Johnson gets his first carry of the game.
Yeah, nice carry there by Ryan. Lowered his head, picked up a big 5 yards, and that's what we need to have success. Ryan needs to be in there and needs to be healthy and make some big plays. We've seen Ryan make some explosive plays. One against South Pittsburgh we've seen. He made a huge play against Hickson that really luckily gave us a lead, and that game, shortened game. So we need Ryan to be in there and be healthy.
Strangely enough, Hickson broke the big losing streak the next week. Wing T set. Johnson in motion. Hold. Down yardage close. Great run there. What we really need.
Looks like he's going to have it there with that spot. So there we go. We got a first Farm Bureau first down.
That would have been Walt Jones. From this distance, 2 and 3, they look the same. So I think that we've seen several combinations at the wing back, but I'm not sure if the rotation shouldn't be Veracruz, Jones, and Johnson. Seems to be when that rotation's running, we've had our best success.
Yeah, Logan Johnson too had some good carries last week against East Ridge.
Quarterback McQuarrie. Turn. Fake it to Meeks. No, he'll hand it to Harley. Straight up the middle for a gain of about 3.
Yeah, there we go. We ain't seen a whole lot of Harley. It seems like Cannon County, he run up and down the field on Cannon County that night, but anytime you pick up 3, probably looks more like 4 yards on first down, that's a great play in this Coach Wattenbarger offense.
Harley Meeks, you think he's got 2 or 3 yards, and he's got 5 or 4. This time I called 3. He'll have the nose of the football at the 35, much closer to 4 or 5 yards. And the key to the game, I think, for the Indians is keeping second down manageable. So a 2nd and 6, let's call it. Wing T set. Johnson in motion, handed underneath to Jones. First down and more. Out to the 50, to the 47-yard line, into Bledsoe County territory.
There we go. That's another big play there by Walt Jones. Picking up another Farm Bureau first down for the Indians. And a little bit, Bledsoe is playing a 6-2 similar defense we seen last week at East Ridge. But what East Ridge was doing is they were submarining up in there, making a big pile. Bledsoe's trying to go toe-to-toe and play the gaps. Right there, the Indian offensive line stood them up, and Walt made a nice carry.
53 seconds to go in this quick-paced first quarter. 5 possessions. Quarterback McQuarrie, Jones, Johnson, and Meeks hand it to Harley straight up the middle, and he'll have a gain of about 3.
Yeah, there you go. Like you said, Randall, we want to play in front of the sticks on first down. And in this offense, 3 yards is a great play, but not sure what happened there. Somebody's getting unsportsmanlike. I sure hope that's not the Indians after establishing a good drive.
Flag flies from the side judge. Bledsoe County claps. It appears to be on the Indians. Let's see what we got. Official personal foul against Sequatchie County. Just a drive killer.
Yeah, that's tough. It looks like they called that on 53 Dylan Shaw, and really letting him know how he feels about that. That's a drive killer, Randall. I mean, you're moving the ball. You picked up a couple big first downs. Pick up 3 yards on 1st and 10. You flip the field position, then a kid goes out there and makes an undisciplined play, and then here you are on the wrong side of the 50 again, and a big 2nd and 22.
You're listening to Indian football on 93.3 Country Roads. 33 seconds to go in the first quarter. Nothing happening offensive-wise. 5 possessions, no plays. Football now on mark to 37. We need to 40 of Bledsoe County for the first down. Quarterback McQuarrie back to throw. Coverage is great. Hits great throw. Great throw over here. Over to the sideline to Gabe Gibbons, I believe. 82. Just a great throw.
Yeah,
right in front of the Sequatchie County bench.
Austin put that in the middle. That's a big play. Gain of 12. Puts us to a 3rd and 10 where, you know, if nothing else, if, you know, may get it close enough to go for it on 4th, but if not, it can flip the field position when, you know, if we don't pick up the first down here and we have to punt. So that's a big play right there. And really, you know, we saw a lot last week. The Indians made some plays that stopped drives, and really hope that's the last one we see tonight.
Quarterback McQuarrie will lead his wing T team. Refs will call timeout. Nope, this will be a Sequatchie County timeout. We'll keep it here. We should be well ahead on breaks. Michael, one thing this rivalry is about, you look over our corner, over our shoulder, our kids are both on the side watching it, Anna Lee and Jackson. Man, this really is a family atmosphere out here.
Yeah, there's you see a lot of ex-players in the stands. You see them about 2 deep on the fence, and you know this is a game everybody. You know, a lot of these people don't go to games all year long. They come out and they still go to Sequatchie Bledsoe. It's just a big deal. Both towns get excited about it, and like I said, I'm sure we're looking at 2,500 to 3,000 people.
The battle for the stop is underway. You didn't miss much. It was a 30-minute line underway. 18 seconds to go in the first quarter of the defensive battle. The ball is on the 50-yard line. 3rd and 10 for the Indians. Trying to find their way out under a personal foul that left the Indians in a 2nd and 22. Now here, are you looking to get 5-6 yards to go for it on 4th? Or?
Yeah, I mean at this point I'm not sure we'd go for it on the 4th and 3 or 4. I mean I'm sure we flip the field position. That's a win itself.
Quarterback McQuarrie in the wing T. We'll hand it to Ryan Johnson. He'll dance, and he'll be hit for a loss of 1.
Yeah, run the counter play there again. Defended well by Bledsoe County. But right here, we get a good punt, we'll get good coverage, and we'll flip the field position. The way our defense has been playing,
feel good about it.
Yeah, I mean that's a win sometimes when you play these big rivalry games and these knockdown drag-outs. And really, I mean, not a lot of scoring, but still a good first quarter because I love seeing the defenses get after each other.
We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Indian football on 93.3 The River. Back in 60 seconds. Hey, did you see what he did?
Can't do it. No matter how intense the rivalry is, can't do it.
Welcome back to Rain Reynolds press box. We'll flip the sides of the field. Now it'll be Sequatchie County punting towards the scoreboard, backs against the field house. Just underway in the 2nd quarter of a 0-0 battle for the stump. Fake punt, a lot of room, first down plus, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, one man to punt. He'll be inside of the 10. Great fake punt, Ethan Seals.
Man, what a playmaker Ethan Seals is. You know, as a kid, I would love to see him get the football in his hand more on offense, but man, what a play. He faked it, and when he took off, I didn't think he had any chance, and he just turned into another gear. I didn't know Ethan had. What a heck of a run.
Had that scouted, because as soon as Ethan took off, they were room and room and room.
Yeah, it's the first one we've seen all year. I'm sure coach has kept in his back pocket, just waiting on the right opportunity. And wow, what a play by Ethan Seals.
The Indians will have the football inside the 8-yard line. Goal to go, 1st and 8. 3:31 to go in the 2nd quarter. Hand the ball to Johnson. He'll have 5-6-yard line. Well, I thought that was going to break a little bit. Ryan ran over one man right at the line of scrimmage. Bledsoe done a great job getting back to the football.
Yeah, great play there. You know, and if nothing else, you know, our defense didn't have to go back on the field so quick. So I see White and Evanston over here. I'm sure thinking the offense, he gets an extra drink of water. But what a great play call and a great play by Ethan Seals.
They'll officially mark it at the 7. Johnson in motion, hand him the football, 7-6. Touchdown! Indians!
Nice play. Went back to the same play to Ryan that time. We got the edge block. Ryan stayed outside. He's that explosive type of kid that we need him in the game, especially with Zach out. I mean, we've got to have Ryan on the football field making plays, and there it is. Great play call. Great flip of the field, and good job getting the momentum in this game.
Ryan Johnson scores on the 7-yard run, set up by the Seals scramble and fake punt. At 10:52 to go in the second quarter, the Indians trying to get the kick up. It is good, and that's something the Indians have struggled with mightily.
That's a big kick, Leo. You know, we have struggled. You know, about cost us the game against Marion County, so it's a big kick, and what a momentum swing. And you can kind of see the airs kind of went out of the Bledsoe County sideline, the Bledsoe County crowd, and we need to keep it that way.
This is maybe the most important drive for the Warriors to this point. They get the football. You know, you felt like Bledsoe County might have had something going offensively a couple of times, but just stalled. So getting the ball after that huge drive by the Indians, set up by Seals, 42-yard scramble on the fake punt, capped by Johnson's 8-yard run. And
no one more happy about that than Dylan Shaw. That's the same drive. I'm sure. Hopefully, he's got to talk to by the coach, and he should be fine. He's too good a football player. He's got to be on the field for us.
Absolutely, great effort. Now, the big part is now the Indians. What happens here with Bledsoe County with the football? Terrell Richardson back is a dangerous weapon for the Warriors.
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to probably squib this again. You don't want Terrell in open field. You don't want to give up a big play on a kickoff.
7-0, the Indians score, just take the lead. Kickoff, squib, took about the 30. Thompson with the carry up to about the 41. That's the only thing about the little pooch kick. Michael, really not a squib, a pooch. You don't get a lot of depth, and let's all have good field position.
Yeah, that's a nice tackle there. Look about number 14, Spencer Blevins, White's younger brother. Looked like that was opening up for a second, come up and made the tackle. And the Indians defense keep playing the way they're playing now. We haven't seen a big play yet of Bledsoe, and that's what they've done to us several times in the first half last year. They kept them in the game, and done a good job really minimizing that.
Just feel like somewhere along the way, coach is going to get Terrell Richardson a touch on this series. This time 2 men split to the far side towards the Bledsoe side. Turn and hand it to Severs. He'll have 5. Makes a move. Hit hard.
Yeah, nice run by Cadillac there, but he'll learn against this Indian defense. You run up in there and stop your feet, you're in trouble. He kind of paid for it, but still a big play on first down by the Warriors.
2nd and 6 now. Bledsoe County in the road whites. Blue helmets. Driving away from the scoreboard towards the field house, left to right on the radio dial. Quarterback has been under center a little more the last couple of drives. Keith will climb under center. Richardson in the backfield with Severs. Hand it to Richardson. Off the side. He'll have 5, 10, 15. 1 man to beat. Steps out of bounds. That is exactly what you fear.
Man, yeah, Tyrell, what a run. You can tell Tyrell this game means something. Hell, that's a heck of a run. You know, Tyrell's been with this program since far back as I can remember. You know, he's a senior, hasn't beaten the Indians. So, you know, it means a lot to him. And you can tell by the way he ran that. He really wants to win this football game.
I didn't get the number of the Indian on the far side, holding on to the jersey for his life, but he probably saved a touchdown. 10:59 to go in the second quarter. The Indians lead the Warriors 7-0 in the battle will stop. Keith underneath the Severs. He'll have 4, 5, 10. He'll be close to a first down.
Yeah, we're starting to see a little bit more of that type of offense we thought we were going to see tonight out of the Warriors. Got 1 receiver, 3 backs. All that was a power play. Both running backs leading, Severs up in the hole, and they found something. We seen a lot of that last week. If you remember, East Ridge done that to kind of finish off the game against us. So we got to figure out a way to slow it down and stop it. And looks like Union's running off 30 Gavin Lee. Maybe Gavin can help.
Gavin Lee comes into the game. 1st and 10, 2-back set, 2 wide receivers. Quarterback Keith. Turn, pitch it to Severs. He'll have hit in the backfield. Michael, as you like to say, Logan Johnson just makes plays.
He does. Logan makes, I'm telling you. I'm going to tell you one thing he does great, and we've seen it all year long, is he is responsible for containing the edge and setting the edge, and he sets it. And he does not allow you to get outside him. Great play. Looks like the referees are talking to White. But I see why White's upset. He's getting held on every play. He just wants him to make a call. So White's coming out of the game. It's kind of scary anytime I see him come to the sideline on defense. But he's upset. He's getting held. Hopefully he can come over here and cool down, get back in there and make a play for us.
Got to cool down there, young man. Turn around, hand it to Richardson. He'll break 1 tackle. He's in the open field. He'll have about 7. Great job by an Indian. I believe Seals coming up from the secondary and making the tackle.
Yeah, and that's another kid. We just talked about all Logan does make plays. I'm telling you what, Ethan Seals, you don't always see his name a lot in the box score or highlights, but let me tell you what, every game we've been a part of, he's made some type of play that's given us a chance to win the football game.
8:42 to go in the second quarter. The Indians lead 7-0. Football on the 27-yard line going in. Bledsoe County first real drive into Sequatchie County. Well, they've been on Sequatchie County territory much of the game, but this is a real drive that feels like a threat. Keith, fumble football, and he'll find the football. Second time comes flying in. Flags.
Man, they're going to call, look like an Indian jumped in there late trying to get that, and they're going to call a late hit. Man, do not agree with that call. You got a bunch of kids going for the football. That's a play where the referee's deciding the football game. I mean, that's a big play. The Indians have got them stopped to a 4th and long, and all it was an Indian diving in there trying to make a play. Coach Wattenberger's mad, but man, you hate to see that. You hate to see anytime the referees kind of take control and kind of make it more about them.
Coach Wattenberger is livid on the sideline right now. So Bledsoe County will have the ball at the 14-yard line. What was going to be a 4th down situation. New law for the Warriors. Quarterback Keith will have Rivers and Swafford in the backfield. Hand it to Rivers, and he'll be hit at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarter, the Indians got to step up and overcome some adversity right here. Another nice play there by Sean. Looked like Ethan Seals in on it too. But got to get over this, make some plays, and that we've seen 2 tonight, Randall. 2 calls again. Didn't stop the drive there, but definitely continued the Bledsoe County driving. Now they're in the red zone. Just got to kind of get control of ourselves.
Bledsoe will have the football at the 14-yard line. 7:28 to go in the second quarter, trailing the Indians 7-0. Quarterback Keith, hand it to Richardson. Terrell will jump outside, bounce it, and he'll be hit behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Terrell's made a couple of nice plays, but Terrell will learn if the ball is designed to go between tackles and you keep bouncing at some point, especially if you run a Logan Johnson side, he's going to contain it. You're not going to get outside of him, and there it is, 2-yard loss. And here we go, another 3rd and long. I wouldn't be surprised to look at him throw the ball here to Terrell.
3rd and 11, we'll call it officially. 6:51 to go in the second quarter of this battle for the stump. Sequatchie County leads 7-0 over the traveling Bledsoe County Warriors. Critical 3rd down and 11. Keith under center. Fake the handoff. Throw it. Pressure up the middle. Hits his man in the open. He'll have a 1st down plus more. Touchdown Bledsoe County.
No. He's down about the 1.
Can't see in that corner, so let me get up a little bit.
Yeah, he's down about the 1-yard line. Good play call though. Looks like the Indians brought a lot of pressure, but Harmon got the ball off in time, and the Indians Warriors will be set up in great 1st and go from the 1.
1st and goal. Victim of my own circumstances there. Now the Warriors will be set up 1st and goal. 6:17 to go in the first quarter. This time they'll have twin back set. Handed underneath the Seavers. This time he will be in for the touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, you hate to see that. 3rd and long, fumble snap between the quarterback and the center exchange. Kids diving for the football. Ref felt like one of the Indians coming in there late, diving for it, threw the 15-yard penalty. Hate to see that on a drive stopper. But, it's adversity. The Indians got to overcome it, and they've got plenty of time, 6 minutes to go. Get down the field, get that lead back before the half.
Extra point about to be up and underway. That snap kicks up and good.
I can't hear you. You just talk for a minute. I got to talk to you. I ain't got nothing to say. I'm on the phone.
Football game tied 7-7 now. 6:01 to go in the second quarter. Really a momentum change here. Now you've got the Warriors back into the game.
So you can take some home, eat some on the way home. Midnight snack.
Wow, kind of a stunned crowd over here.
Yeah, it's amazing how one flag can kind of take the momentum from one side of the football field to the other, but that's kind of what's happened here.
It'll be boring to kick the football off. 6:01 to go in the second quarter of a now tied football game. We'll make sure to get it underway here. The Indians gave up a drive, an impressive drive by the Warriors. Except for the penalty. Seemed like just was a backbreaker. Boring will pooch it this time. And about the 18, 25, 30, 32-yard line. And that's where the Indians will take over the football. Let's see who will have it at quarterback. McQuarrie led the scoring drive set up by the fake punt.
Indians take over 1st and 10 from their own 33.
1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. 5:48 to go in the second quarter of an all-tied battle for the stump.
Yeah, so both teams have got, made some plays, big plays that we talked about earlier, and now it's time for the Indians to get back to doing what they're doing.
The Indians will turn and hand it off to the middle to Harley Meeks. He'll be hit at the line of scrimmage. Nothing to gain there. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, looked like the Warriors were ready for Harley. I'm sure they've doing kind of like East Ridge did, defend the gaps and make sure Harley doesn't beat them. I look for the Indians to try to get outside again here with Ryan Johnson or Edgar Veracruz.
Check Veracruz into the game. Run Jones out. 7-7, 5:10 to go in the second quarter of a now tied battle for the stump. Johnson in motion, handing the football. He's trying to get outside. He'll have 2, 3, 5, 10. Great run.
Got a late hit. It's got to be a
late hit. There's the flag coming in from the outside for late hit.
What's confusing on the late hit, it was such a late hit that the ref standing 2 foot from it didn't throw the flag. And then the white hat, who ran 30 yards from behind where the play started, threw the flag. Kind of odd.
You could see it 3-4 yards out of the bounds. The runner Johnson was hit. The ref threw the flag from the back side of the field. Correct call. And he'll have the Indians set up with the ball at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, that's what we need. We've talked about it. With Zach down, we've got to have Ryan healthy on the field. We got some backs that can pound it up in there and make it hard on you. You don't want to tackle, but Ryan is that big play threat that you got to have on the field.
4:58 to go in this battle of the stump. All tied, Sequatchie Bledsoe. The Indians threatening now after the big penalty. He'll have the ball inside Bledsoe territory at the 39-yard line. Bledsoe will get a timeout. We'll take a 60-second break. Back in 60 seconds. Score all tied, and you're listening to Indian Football 93.3 Country Roads. I gotta find out what Anna Lee did.
What'd she do?
She got in trouble.
Huh?
Stay out of the way. All right. Hey, if you have to yell at her, she's mine. You can yell at her all you want. Yeah, absolutely. Quarterback McQuarrie, welcome back everyone. Quarterback Query under center. Michael getting set. Harley Meeks will hand off underneath it, and he'll be at the line of scrimmage. But the thing about Harley again, Michael, picks up, 6 yards or 5 yards, and you think he stopped at the line of scrimmage. This time, thought he lost a yard and he ended up with a gain of 2.
Yeah, one thing Harley does, he keeps those feet moving. He's going to make 5 or 6 guys tap you, and it gets old after a while. By the fourth quarter, that'll start weighing on him.
Battle of the Stump brought to you by 93.3 Country Roads. Also, you can listen to it tonight on YouTube. See the replay on Bledsoe Telephone Company's YouTube, Channel 18. Also, a replay in the morning on 93.3. A lot of ways to see the game. McQuarrie under center, 2 Meeks. No, he'll pull the ball down. He'll have some more yardage outside. Breaks it. 5, 6, 7. Flag flies at the line of scrimmage in the area of hold. Wow, they're going to call it fast. Going to call hold. Coach Wattenberger, we've been covering Coach Wattenberger for a couple of years. I don't know that I've seen him this frustrated, Michael.
No, this is the most animated I've seen. He feels the pressure of this game too, but I mean, just a lot. We're just kind of going back into last week. Just play after play that's killing our drives. That's a great play by Austin. It's going to look like it's going to be another first down, and then holding penalties brought us back again.
Put us back at 2nd and 13. 4:03 to go. You're listening to the Battle of the Stump. Great matchup of high school football, Bledsoe versus Sequatchie County. 3,000 people dot their stadium here in Dunlap. 4:02 to go in the second quarter of a lightning delayed game. Now we're deep into the second quarter of what's been just an amazingly hard-hitting game. 2nd and 13. They'll be under 4 minutes when we snap the football. McQuarrie back to throw. Looks like he sets up the Chase, running for his life. Hit it about 42. Grabbed by the face mask. Flag flies into the play. Again, Michael personal fouls, this time going against Bledsoe, right in front of the Sequatchie County bench, and you were animated about it, so it was really obvious.
Yeah, the personal foul type, so that's going to take you out of penalty. Hey, we see what Austin brings to the table when he is at quarterback. He's just real fleet-footed. They look like they're trying to set up that screen again. It wasn't there. And Austin just took off, outran 2 or 3 Bledsoe players, cut back, and forced one of them to have to grab him by the face mask. And we're getting that yardage back we lost on the hold.
So we've talked about Austin and Peyton a lot this year. That Peyton spins the ball probably a little better, but Austin, the more athletic of the two. And it does give you a couple of options now. I think we'll see them both at different situations throughout the year now.
Yeah, I agree. They're both going to be great young quarterbacks. We're looking at a sophomore and a freshman, so that's great for the future of the program.
T set again. Handoff to Harley Meeks straight up the middle. When they get in that T, they really want to pound Big Harley right up the middle.
Yeah, and that's tough. With Harley's tough. He's hard to bring down. I know by the 3rd and 4th quarter that those Bledsoe County defenders are not going to like having to tackle Harley.
Ball on the 24-yard line, 3:17 now to go in the second quarter. All tied at 7 in what's been a physical football game, highlighted by 2 touchdown runs, one of 7 yards by Ryan Johnson and a 1-yard run by Sievers to make the score 7-7. Wing T set this time, handed to Harley straight the middle again. Wow, he just comes out of the pile with a football.
Well, we talked about it County a lot. I just love the stopper runner Harley is. He's a north-south guy. Like you said, you turn around and hand it to him, looks like he's tackling the line of scrimmage. You look up now, and the 2 carries, Harley's picked up 9.5 yards.
Just a break from the normal coverage, in the middle, Bledsoe has done a pretty good job tonight with containing the middle game. But I feel like in the second quarter now we've seen Sequatchie be able to run the ball straight at the defense a little more.
Yeah, it looks like the Sequatchie County offensive line looks like they're kind of taking a little bit of control of the game. Bledsoe's, like you said about Bledsoe, not real tall kids, but they're kind of short, stocky. But I would have to say this has got to be the probably best offensive line Bledsoe's seen today.
Yes.
Tyner's a good athletic team. I'm sure tough, but as far as a team, I'll get in there foot to foot and just everybody coming downhill at you. That's tough.
Measurement will be just short. Third down and an inch. You got to wonder if Coach Wattenberger thinks about rolling the dice here and coming back on fourth down from the 18-yard line. Let's reset the game. 7-7. Ryan Johnson, 7-yard touchdown run set up by a fake punt. Answered by Cadillac Silver's receivers, 1-yard touchdown run. Couple of costly personal fouls on the Indians in that drive. And that's where we set. 2:46 to go in the second quarter, all knotted up. Wing T set, Veracruz, Meeks, Jones, hand it to Harley Meeks right up the middle. He needed about an inch, and he didn't get a whole lot more.
Yeah, great play call there. And got a first down. 2 minutes ago, still plenty of time. No rush here. I look for him to hit Ryan Johnson again, or maybe Austin stick it up and Harley's got to pull it, keep it. We've had a lot of success with both of those plays.
I remember years ago, Coach Former was asked, there's lightning dancing in the background. Coach Former was asked years ago why he goes on 3rd and inches and runs the football, and his quote was he liked Farm Bureau's first down. Austin McQuarrie under center. Hand it to Veracruz. No, fake it to Veracruz and hand it underneath. Back will have a nice gain. Great job from Austin. Great ball handling.
Yeah, look at Walt Jones in the carry there. Walt's had a couple of nice carries. First carry of the game there. Picked up 3 or 4, and then that was a big 4 to 5 yard pickup by Walt on that play.
2nd and 6. The clock will tick right at 2 minutes to go of this 7-7 game. McQuarrie's in no hurry. 2nd and 6 from the 11. Sequatchie County set up here. Meeks, Veracruz, Johnson or Jones into the game. Hand it to Meeks right up the middle. He'll be hit. He'll drag a couple with him and be inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, another big 2 or 3 yard pickup by Harley's going to bring up a big 3rd and probably long 2. We'll call it. Minute 34 to go. Still plenty of time.
Harley looks like he's hit at the 10-yard line. He is hit. And he drags people down to the 7. I thought he would be somewhere around the 9. Ball rest at the 7. 3rd and 2. Minute 18 to go. Indians here with a lot of options on the table. In no hurry. Will snap the ball under a minute and 9 seconds. Quarterback McQuarrie. Coach Wattenberger wants the timeout. I think he wanted to see what Bledsoe County came out in. So he gets a look at the defense setup. And we'll keep it here. We'll take a break at the halftime. Let's just talk about options here, Michael, on 3rd and 2. What are you looking at?
Yeah, I mean, safe bet's Harley, but we're down to a minute. I think the Indians are down to 1 timeout. So at this point, you got to kind of be careful with the time. Wouldn't be surprised to see Ryan Johnson get a carry again. Ryan's had a couple nice carries. So if you do run the ball right here, whether you do or don't get the first down, you kind of probably got to have 2 plays called coming out of the huddle here.
What are you thinking if you don't get a first down? With the struggles in the kicking game, is this a 4-down automatic go?
Yeah, I think, barring it, we lose 2 or 3 yards here on this play, I would imagine Coach Wattenberger's going for this. He's still got a timeout left if he needs it.
Minute 1 to go in this 7-7 game. Here from Sequatchie County, the battle of the stump between the Warriors and the Indians. Bledsoe County, Sequatchie County. It doesn't get any better in Valley High School football. Football on the 7 needs to be just across the 5-yard line, going towards the scoreboard. McQuarrie under center, man in motion, hand it to Meeks, and he'll have the first down.
Well, Harley almost squirted through that hole, took it to the house, but it still takes it there. Looks like inside the 5. And there, like we said, looks like Coach Wattenberger had 2 plays called. Indians were rushing up Probably going to be see Harley again here on the carry.
Whataburger's 2 calls now. McQuarrie will hand it this time to Jones. He'll be hit at the 5 and stop. You've got to wonder now, did we take the timeout? Nope, we're going to go with a play.
Yeah, I think you're still safe. 30-something seconds to go. Run a quick play here. Then call a timeout. Then you want to call your best play on probably 3rd and goal.
McQuarrie gets his team to the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 4-yard line. Wing T set. Johnson underneath. Hand it to Meeks. Keep it. Reverses his field. Reverses. Gives ground. He'll be sacked back at the 11-yard line. Again, faked it underneath to Harley Meeks. Pulled it back out of there. The Indians will call their timeout with 7.7 seconds to go. And what I thought, Coach Wattenberger's rivet was something. I don't know if it's giving ground or he saw a call.
No, he kept trying to call a timeout. For whatever reason, the referee on this sideline wasn't giving it to him. He tried to call a timeout about 13, 14 seconds to go. And that's a big difference. I mean, that gives him 2 plays. And right here, I mean, you know, you're setting the world. He's probably got 1 play. He is not happy with this crew tonight. I mean, it's tough. It's tough watching the referees make mistakes. These coaches, their main job is coaching football. That's how they get paid. These referees, this is a hobby to make an extra dollar. So you're affecting their livelihood, and you know how big a deal it is when you lose the Squatchy Bloodsaw game in this valley. So it means a lot, and it's exciting to see Coach Wattenberger excited and upset and really battling for his team. But it's a tough play here. You might be able to throw this up real quick. I don't know. It's a tough situation to be in right here. If we hadn't lost any yards, I'd have felt better. But Austin trying to make a play with his feet, understandable.
You don't really know what's going to happen. I mean,
like to see maybe run Ryan Johnson down the middle here on that little wing straight down the field, a little dump. We've run that for touchdown against Hickson.
No timeouts left. 2nd and 4. Man in motion. McQuarrie will throw the football. Pressure. Man open in the end zone. Throws it.
He got it. Touchdown!
Indians lead on nice with the catch. McQuarrie rolls out. Throws the ball. Back shoulder. Touchdown.
What a great throw and catch. Looked like he threw it behind the receiver a little bit there. I don't know, who was that called? That was not Levi, was it, Randy? I can't tell that number. It looks like 50.
Billy Holland.
Was that Billy?
Billy Holland with the catch.
That was Billy. It looked like Austin threw it behind him, which is perfect because of great defense, great coverage. And Billy made a great catch. What a big momentum.
So let's recap it. I gave credit to the wrong person. McQuarrie on the scoring drive, rolls right, pressure comes, back shoulder throw, for lack of a better word, to Holland in the corner of the end zone. He adjusts, comes down with the football to give the Indians the lead, 14-7, with 3.1 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter.
Hey man, what looked like Bloodsaw kind of grabbed back the momentum there after that sack on McQuarrie, but great throw and catch. We haven't gave Austin a lot of credit with his arm, but what a throw there. He's made 2 throws tonight. He made a great throw right down here on 2nd and 22, picked up 12 yards, and then a great throw there for touchdown. So man, it's good to see we've got him and Peyton both young kids making plays. And my understanding, they're the best of friends and excited for each other. That's just a great atmosphere.
3.1 seconds. What you want to do is just get the ball down there and get somebody on the ground. The Indians will kick it off. Pooched it really this time. Rolls out. Man will fall on at 31-yard line. True pooch kick that time.
Yeah, it looks like no time run off the clock. There's got to be at least a half second. Surely if it gets touched, even if it falls down, got to be something run off the clock. But still, we're looking at 1 play. Maybe the Warriors, you feel like you have an athlete like, you might want to throw it up to Tyrell Richardson, see if he can make a play. Or we might just see a knee here by the Warriors to see if they can go in at halftime and get regrouped.
14-7, the Indians lead. Football will be at the 32-yard line. 3.1 seconds to go. Let's see what Bledsoe County will roll out here. Quarterback Keith is in a shotgun formation. Find Richards in the slot nearest the line of scrimmage. 5 wide receivers. Safety back at the 40-yard line. Throws it to Severs. He'll be hit about the 45-yard line, and time will expire. Sequatchie County, Bledsoe County, battle for the stump. 14-7 at halftime. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Anna Lee. Anna Lee. Anna Lee. Anna Lee. See if we talk to Ethan here at halftime.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up.
Okay. All right, Ethan. Can you give us a little bit of halftime?
Do what now?
Can you do 5 minutes with us at halftime about
Whatever
things you've got going on at the co-op and stuff? All right, I'll get us back.
You wait a minute, I'm gonna do a drawing right here.
Yeah, you do that. We'll take a couple breaks. Yes. Yes.
Shout out, let her by there. So
You're listening to Indian football. Okay, hold on. Mr. Michael.
Still says lightning delay. I was going to look on maybe the message board. Maybe somebody's saying something.
Trying to get set back here at Sequatchie County Stadium. Whew, it's been kind of a fast and furious. We'll have a special guest. Bledsoe Telephone Co-op, Ethan Lloyd here at halftime. So, Michael, your impressions of the first half of this football game?
Well, we started out, looked like both teams just kind of filling each other out. Warriors come out, kind of like they did last year in the spread. We didn't expect it early on. Indian stuffed both teams back and forth. I think we had, 4 or 5 punts early on. And then things kind of settled in. The Indians fake punt, flipped the field. Great run by Ethan Seals, get the touchdown. Get down here, look like the Indians got them stopped. We get a tough late hit call there. The Warriors take advantage of the score. But what a big drive. Kind of like what the Indians did against Hickson. They came out there before the half, put a big drive together with 5-6 minutes to go in the half. Exactly the same thing happened here. Looked like it's going to stall a little bit when Austin, he tried to make a play with his legs. He took a sack, but then what a heck of a throw by him, catch by Billy Holland. And I think it sets us up for an exciting second half.
So let's recap, and then we'll take another break back at the station. First scoring drive was set up by a fake punt, and Ethan Seals scramble set the Indians up at the 8-yard line, capped by Ryan Johnson's 7-yard run to make the score 7-0. Cadillac Severs will answer back with a 1-yard dash to make it 7-7. And then right before the half, McQuarrie to Holland to make it 14-7. Back at the station, we'll take another 1-minute break, and we'll come back with a special guest, a friend of the program, Ethan Allen. We'll be back on 93.3 with Indian football in 60 seconds. Back in 60 seconds.
I gotta get something to drink too. Alright, what do I do? Just put that on?
Yeah, put your mic on too, yeah. Let's talk about the ball game a little bit. Let's talk about the co-op, anything you got going on. Let's talk about what the state troopers were doing here, the important messages they were getting out. And we'll start out with the football game, then we'll go to everything else. We won't stay long on the football game, just kind of what happened early. And we'll go about 5-10 minutes,
How do you know when they're back on us?
I'm timing it. We're having to do everything by hand tonight. I left half my equipment at home. We're all right. Let's get ready to get fired up. We got about 15 seconds. Welcome back to Dunlap. I may have been a little late coming out of that one. Friend of the program, Ethan Lloyd from Bledsoe Telephone Co-op. Welcome to the 93.3 Country Roads coverage of the stump.
Thank you much. Randall, it's great to be here, and I appreciate y'all joining us with ValleyTV as well.
and letting us use y'all's commentary as we rebroadcast this game. Hope everybody's enjoying what they're seeing so far tonight.
It's been a great football game, and it's been a game that's went both ways. I really think that last drive was a momentum grabber for Sequatchie County. You know, there have been a couple of times I felt like Bledsoe had a chance to take the game over. I've also felt like Sequatchie's had a time to take the game over, but getting to the half, up 14-7, and the football to start the game, pretty big for the Indians.
Oh yeah, and getting it in the end zone right there, going into half, that just makes the halftime talk go so much. So yeah, the Sequatchie County's definitely got the momentum at the moment, and like you said, gets the ball at the second half. But not going to count Bledsoe out. Everything I'm hearing is they got a really good program this year. So this is looking to be one that's going to come back down to the wire, physical game right to the end. So yeah, I'd say we got a lot to see yet tonight.
Yeah, you know, this game don't get settled until about the middle of the fourth quarter. You remember last year we were covering the game. It was really late when Sequatchie kind of put it away. You know, you feel like too. There's a couple of times that we grabbed Sequatchie County grabbed Terrell Richardson by the jersey, or he'd been standing in the end zone. He's a great athlete.
Yeah. Bible's got some good athletes this year, and like you said, the excitement about this particular matchup. And last year, Sequatchie County, proved to have a better record and a better season all the way around. You know, seemed to have a better team, but yet the game still wasn't decided to well up in the fourth quarter. So yeah, and it's a lot more of an even match as far as what they look like on paper and coming up to the season so far. So yeah, this one could go down to the buzzer or maybe further.
You last year you had 3 or 4 freshmen playing key roles for Bledsoe County, are now sophomores and really improved. But getting away from the game a little bit, tell me about all the activity you had before the game, and I missed most of it trying to deal with my little incident, but there was a lot going on down here.
Quite ironic how you missed it, but yeah, tailgating for safety going on. This is our second annual here at the big rivalry game, and we hope to just make it bigger and better here. Us, Citizens Tri-County Bank, got together several years ago and just started saying, hey, let's do a tailgate party at the big rivalry game. That's where we see most of our members and patrons and this and that, and give back to the community and let them know we're here. And then Lieutenant Harmon got with us, and he says, I want to do a pregame show with rivals, you know, what you see on ESPN college level, and call it Tailgating for Safety. And so he come up with this other part of the show, and we've been filming it to put on TV and just trying to promote seatbelt safety and all this. And you got to commend Lieutenant Harmon and all the sergeants and captains that came out throughout the state today. They have me convinced, they actually make me believe that they would rather prevent accidents and all that as to write tickets. So I always joke that they claim they would like to educate instead of pull us over. And it seems like we think that's what they live for, is giving us those driving awards. But no, they've got me convinced. Lieutenant Harmon is dedicated to educating people for non-distracted driving and seatbelt safety. And they'll tell and during their shows and this and that, and you can tell it really cuts them deep into the heart to have to go to tell somebody that they've lost a loved one.
Something we don't have to deal with on a daily basis.
They're getting out here and giving back to the community with us, and we've really enjoyed putting these on. We've actually helped him do it outside of our service once, and they've took it to some other schools. He's trying to really do this across the state, but right here, the one we get to help with most will be the Bledsoe County Sequatchie County football game.
So what else you got going on up at the BTC? I always check that channel. Always has some interesting stuff on there. You never know who creeps on there. Even me and Michael Smith will creep on there now and then.
Yeah, we need to do some more of that. We need to get with y'all maybe sometime midweek to talk a little football.
Yeah.
But yeah, what we've got going on primarily right now is in the Sequatchie County area. We're finishing up a big part of where we borrowed the $8 million to completely convert Dunlap out to fiber, and then they've went further east and got most of the Lewis Chapel area completely covered to fiber, and hope to run north and south. And it's surprising sometimes when we weigh the interest that's coming to us of we're the pockets of concentrated interest for the fiber speeds. Our deep needs, somebody who's opening a business in a remote location that you'd have never thought of on Fredonia Mountain.
Yep.
And they're controlling. His engineers are in, I think some in Michigan and some in Ontario, Canada.
Yeah.
So, you know, we ended up building down some road in Fredonia to a business, you know, and you keep playing for that, but you can't hold that back either. So we've got lots of interesting things like that going on, but and then we've got a few grants going on, and it's we've said when we started this commitment to convert everybody to fiber, there's a good chance we can have everybody that wants the faster internet speeds converted in 5 years, and good Lord willing, things are going on schedule. So we've been set back due to weather and natural disasters, but have had enough weather follow them up to get us today, you know, kind of back on the plan that we had started with. So, and we're, you know, a couple years into that, so that's pretty good from my standpoint.
And you know, the members of the Economic Development Committee and people like that, that's a tool they can go out and sell when they're trying to recruit new business. Because I know when we look for sites. I've worked for a couple of companies. I worked for Sprint for several years. One of the first things we ask is what's a cable access? What kind of internet speed? It's all part of your
feasibility studies.
Business, new business.
Yeah, that weighs heavy on a feasibility study, and like I say, if it's somebody who's not trucking massive amounts of product, but then is dealing with other legs of their company all over the world, a gig capable up and down internet speed on a feasibility study is going to weigh heavier to them companies than a good road. You know, so like I say, we wind up building to businesses out in rural areas, and you know that's where we offer something to the community where we often feel landlocked in the Sequatchie Valley, but that's what keeps it so beautiful. So we're really excited with what we can do, and you know, I mean, there's other things people can do for internet, but it's what we see the industry's doing. The technology's all about putting that fiber optic connection all the way to the house, and this cooperative effort to do that and utilizing these grants is the only way that us sparsely populated areas are going to get it done. And so we're just happy to be part of that. You know, I mean, that's how we got phones and electricity in the 50s, and we're just continuing that same trend for this gig capable. Just band together as a co-op and let's utilize all these subsidies and grants that we get a hold of, and we'll get it built.
So what have you been doing? It seems like since I've known you, you've been working in the Dunlap area. Have you got projects right now towards the Bledsoe County side, or?
Yes, right now we're applying for a grant, and this governor we have now is concentrating on distressed counties. Bledsoe County's distressed, and so these grants are, I guess, getting double points going towards distressed counties and then places that they're considered underserved. But now our complete service area was considered served with the DSL we were offering to the old standard. Well, they've raised that standard, so now they've realized that they'd set that a little low. So they raised that, and that freed up some of our DSL areas to be open for these grants, and in Bledsoe County being distressed. So we're applying for one of those right now. So if you've got a 447 number but still listening to this broadcast, go online and support how important it will be for us to get gig capable all in 447. But we had built town Pikeville prior to a grant out of funds that we had. So Pikeville City was ready, and then we borrowed this money because, like I say, the old set of grant rules, we didn't see that Sequatchie County was going to get it. So we're doing that on a USDA loan. But now we are applying for these grants as they open up, and just trying to get as many people converted to this good broadband to share the expense and get it just as cheap as possible.
You know, and it's become so much of American life. You watch your TV, you entertain, your kids stream games. It's, you know, my internet at home went out one time for about 2 days and couldn't get the fiber optic fixed. Now I'm not on yours, so that if I'd been on yours, it wouldn't have been 2 days. I'm over the mountain. But it's amazing how not having something becomes just part of your life. It's like not having water and electricity now not to have my fiber optic.
Well, I mean, industry depends on it. you know, if we have a major crippling incident that puts our entire internet out for any point in time, it backs them up at the gas station. You know, I mean, the industry depends on this telecommunication, and we understand that. We know how important it is. And I did not know that you were out for days. I didn't prod you to say that, and it kind of caught me off guard. We're real careful not to talk about other providers.
I was out.
I mean, it's a free world out here. People think that there's an monopoly or whatever. This has been deregulated since the 90s.
Yeah.
But there are rules as far as how far companies, depending on how they're structured, can move. But as far as any kind of area having some kind of fence around it that says a private company can't move in, it don't exist. But anyway, that is still such a sensitive subject because we are the only ones building fiber optic here. People still think that we have some kind of control over that. So I'm careful not to talk about other providers, whether they're here, could be here, or not here. So anyways, but everybody thinks that the grass is always greener on the other side. They think the internet has never went out anywhere except in the Sequatchie Valley.
I don't live in the Sequatchie Valley, so I speak from experience.
Well, all us and these other providers work really good together. And we have to share some form of connection. It's, you know, a grid thing. When this traffic's leaving here, it's hitting another provider.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we got to know that their connections are solid and dependable as well. We use each other's services to transport traffic, and you know, we listen to their woes as well. And in the big towns where things are maybe a little more affordable or whatever, you know, they worry just as much as we do. And we know that it goes out, but like I say, we try not to broadcast that because it's just like, you know, I mean, saying that theirs is bad too, that don't mean yours is better. It's all as great as it can be, you know. But it's hard to stop every natural disaster and every accident and every wreck.
Well, we just lost water in Chattanooga for 36 hours, and it's the same thing. You know, your utilities, and fiber optics is a utilities today. It's moved from it's not a luxury anymore, it's a utility service, just like anything else.
You know, you can talk about electricity, phone, and this and that. But I mean, they are utilities. We're not selling the air you breathe or the life-supporting water and food. You know, the necessities of life. We know it, you know.
Absolutely.
And without it, things will drastically change for a period of time. And we take that very serious and take a lot of humble pride, if there's such a word as humble pride, in what we do. So we try to keep it going.
No, absolutely, but we've enjoyed having you here, Ethan.
I really appreciate you, Michael, and I think y'all do a great job with this. So continue to keep us entertained, and we'll try to put as much of this on YouTube and Channel 18 as we can.
We appreciate it, Ethan. We appreciate you always supporting us. And you know what it's about is community standing tonight. As hard as this rivalry is, it's family on both sides.
Oh, yeah. We'll try to get it out there for as many people to enjoy viewing as we can.
All right, Ethan. I appreciate your time. Pleasure, brother. Back at the station, we're going to take a 60-second break. Back in 60 seconds.
You just about to be ready.
Yeah.
It's late. It's live.
Yep, we're on break. We'll come back.
For the Knox tickets being given away by Bledsoe Telephone, Tennessee State Troopers, and Citizens Tri-County Bank from Bledsoe, Noah Mitchell. From Sequatchie County, Kayla Anderson. If you'll meet at the rear of the press box, you'll be given your stuff.
Welcome back to the Battle of the Stump. What station? Let me have my station ID here. Listening to 93.3 Country Road Michael getting buckled up here. My daughter, Annalie, you got anything you want to say to everybody? Say hi. Nope. So she had a note.
Bye.
Michael
Love you.
had a big talk with Ethan Allen about the fabulous things going on at BTC, partner of the program, friend of the program. But we talked about the game a little bit. It was exciting first half, and it really getting back to the motion of the football game. The score late in the game was very critical.
Yeah, that was, like I said, Squatch County did that at Hickson a couple weeks ago. Put together a good drive before the half. And, you know, another big thing, Squatchy's up 7 and get the ball first. I expect to see a lot of pounding, trying to pick up some of those Farm Bureau first downs, shortening this second half, and Squatchy can get up 2 scores. The way that they move the ball and use clock, that's going to make it really tough on the Warriors.
So let's recap about a minute to kickoff here. Ryan Johnson set up the first score, Ryan Johnson scored, set up by an Ethan Seals fake punt. Blitzall will answer, coming straight back down the field. A couple of personal fouls, a couple of just crazy calls there happened against Sequatchie County. And then, so kind of like Seavers caps it with a 1-yard drive. And just before the half, a McQuarrie to Holland 8-yard touchdown, 3.1 seconds. Puts us where we're at, 14-7. And while we're talking about a football game, there's a little baseball going on around the world too that involves a big chunk of Sequatchie County. Mr. Dakota Hudson's on the mound tonight, is he not?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, Dakota, you know, he's our hometown boy. We're proud of him. You know, the Cardinals are in a big pennant race. They're 1 game up right now, I think, on Milwaukee. This is the last 3 days of the season. So it's a big deal. Division championship on the line, and Dakota's pitching tonight against the Cubs in St. Louis. Through 4 innings, Dakota has 9 strikeouts, and the St. Louis Cardinals lead 1-0 over the Cubs.
All right, so Dakota's man. You know what? Does it still stand to be the Braves versus the Cardinals?
If it ended today, it would be St. Louis playing the first 2 games in Atlanta.
Wow.
So that would be exciting. I know it'd be exciting for Dakota. I'm sure he grew up like a lot of us as Braves fans in this area.
We've talked a lot about whether Dakota gets the 2nd start or the 3rd start. So speaking of Dakota, we got a message from our friends at the Quarterback Club tonight. The pregame meal was provided by Mr. Sam Hudson Law downtown, good friend of the program. One of the first people that kind of got us with the Sequatchie County High to do this on YouTube last year that's grown into this.
Yeah, Sam, we were going to have Sam on the radio tonight talking a bit, but with Dakota pitching and the pennant chase on the line, I just talked to his dad outside. He said about 11:30 today, Sam took off to St. Louis to see Dakota pitch, and man, that's got to be exciting, and we're proud of Dakota being here from Sequatchie County. And I'm sure he'd love to be here as part of this rivalry. He was a part of this, I know, in baseball and even in basketball for a couple years. So they know all about this rivalry. And hopefully we can get this thing going and win our seventh in a row over the Warriors.
1:23 left on the halftime clock. Teams out here stretching a little bit. Let's talk about a couple of things. I really think Sequatchie County kind of struggled at times with composure in that half.
Yeah, and it's kind of boiled over from last week. I know we had a couple late hits or personal fouls, and then White almost got one. White's upset and felt he was getting held. But you got to get your emotions in check because that's really the only thing at this point to get the Indians in trouble. And it stopped the drive tonight. Luckily, the fake punt pulled us out of the other drive, and then last week I know it stopped us on about 4 drives against East Ridge.
I also wanted to bring up the second point. I really thought the game flow would be different, and really in pace and texture of the game, for most of the game, it has been Sequatchie County that kind of controlled the football game.
Yeah, the Sequatchie County come out and they're, especially that second quarter, kind of done what they like to do, and that's 2, 3, 4 yards carry Harley and maybe Jones and Vera Cruz up inside, and then occasionally Johnson on the outside. And the Warriors come out and they want to go fast. They want to throw the ball deep. We controlled that pretty well, tackled well after they made catches. Here we go, get ready to start second half. And I'd be a little wary, in these big rivalries, these big games. Coaches tend to try to make things happen and just be kind of set up, make sure that they don't try to pull an onside kick on us here.
Yes, absolutely. That's the key to the game. Michael Schmidt's key to the second half. I'm going to go ahead and say offensive line, defensive line play, Michael. I think that's going to tell this game by the end of the game.
Yeah, I agree. That's where it's going to be won or lost tonight.
Boring will tow the football 14-7. Sequatchie gets the ball. A chance to frame the half. Kick off away. Land about the 15. 20. Breaks one tackle. 25 hit. Breaks another one. And falls down. Walt Jones on the tackle. On the carry.
Good kick. It's pinned the Indians back deep. We're about the 22-yard line. So, but if we put together those Farm Bureau first downs and shorten this second half, score some points on this drive, we're gonna make it hard on the Warriors.
Call the football at the 23-yard line. 11:53 to go in the third quarter. 14-7. The Indians lead the Warriors in this special edition rivalry week, the Battle of the Stump, here on 93.3 Country Roads. Sequatchie to the football. Quarterback McQuarrie will start. Jones in motion, handed to Harley Meek, straight up the middle. Boy, good job by Harley just to get the football out of there.
Yeah, it was. It looked like Austin stepped back to hand to Harley, and one of the pulling guards stepped on his feet, and Austin about fell. Made a real athletic play, just getting it in Harley's gut, and Harley with a nice 4-yard pickup.
Second and 4 just underway. Ball at the 27-yard line. We'll be going right to left on the radio dial. For those that are watching on TV, we are going towards the scoreboard, away from the field house. Blitzo County in the white road uniform, blue helmet. Sequatchie County, white pants and purple tops and white helmets. Hand it to Ryan Johnson, trying to get outside. He'll bounce it, be chased, and he'll lose about 7. Big loss on that play. The ball moved back to like 3rd and 12. Really, I think Ryan was just trying to make something happen.
He was, and it worked earlier. He was able to bounce it, but good pursuit, good angles there by Bledsoe, and Ryan at that point just kind of had to go down before he lost some more yards. And big tough 3rd and 12 here. Just want to make sure you don't turn the ball over. Defense is playing great.
3rd and 12 now. As Michael said, just underway from Wayne Reynolds' press box. Michael Smith, Randall Cunningham. The Battle of the Stump, the Indians versus the Warrior. Bledsoe, Sequatchie. McQuarrie, turn. He'll hand it to Walt Jones, straight up the middle. No, he'll fake it. I lost the football too. Walt Jones pulled the ball back out, went around the end for a gain of about 5.
Austin does a good job of sticking that ball in there and pulling it out. Kind of fooled us up here, but looked like Coach Wattenberger just wanted to make sure, like we said, didn't want to turn the ball over. Lose no more yards. Hope we get a good punt here out of Ethan and see if this Sequatchie County defense can maintain the momentum they had in the first half.
The kick's away. Good kick by Ethan Seals. The Bledsoe man will back off on it. He'll get a Sequatchie bounce to the 20. That will be a heck of a kick. The ball on the 27-yard line lands and rolls to the 20. So that we'll call that a 53-yard punt by one Mr. Ethan Seals.
We just talked about him. He just makes plays and helps his football team win. There's another big play tonight. Flipped the entire field with that punt. Great job. And this Sequatchie County defense ain't been on the field in a while, so hopefully they'll be fresh here and get after the Warriors.
9:35 to go. In this battle for the stump, 14-7, Sequatchie leads Bledsoe. Keith under center. Hand it to Richards. Little room on the far side for a gain of about 1.
Good pursuit by the Indian defense. Looked like the Warriors had some success on that play in the first half with Tyrell and Indians made some type of adjustment to stop it to a memorable game.
To give some credit to that Sequatchie County defensive line, they've done a good job Blitzall's young offensive line has struggled to make holes. The big plays have happened outside the tackle to tackle. Now Blitzall with 8:57 to go in the third quarter will take this snap on a 2nd and 8. Hand it, nope, fake it. Quarterback Keith will keep it. Scramble for his life. He'll pull it down. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll run into Mr. White Blevins.
Ooh, yeah, that looked like Keith lowered his head and thought he might try to run over White, and that was not a very good decision because White laid the wood to him. And here we are on another 3rd and long.
Not the guy you want to open up with in the open field. Again, weathered to the distance. Let's hope it stays out. Keith will bring the play in for himself. Quick question, Michael. Do you think I'll get the question after this play. Quarterback in the shotgun set, 2 wide receiver to the Blitzall County side. Keith will roll towards the Sequatchie County side, hit a man, try to throw the man downfield to Richardson, and he'll skip the ball.
Yeah, he got Tyrell. Tyrell broke open there, and Harmon just kind of short-armed it, come up short, and big defensive stand here. Indians need to take advantage of this field position.
Michael, the question I was going to ask you is coming out of the half after such an emotional first half, both teams come out just trying to feel their way out a little bit, it felt like.
Yeah, same situation, and Sequatchie will happily play a field position game right now with a lead.
7:58 to go in the third quarter. Your Indians lead the Blitzall County Warriors from up the road. Punt away by Boring. Good punt. Land about the 45 and bounce out of bounds. The difference in a good roll being a great punt and a decent punt, ball immediately jumped out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking from the opening kickoff to right there. You're looking about 18, 19, about a 24-yard difference. Huge, this Indian offense, and I look to see a lot of Harley meets on this drive here.
The ball will be at the 44-yard line. The Sequatchie 44. 7:50 to go in the third quarter. A couple of punts exchanged. Water delivered to the booth. A couple of punts exchanged this time. And it'll be the Indians starting in good field position. Ball at the 44-yard line. Quarterback McClure under center. Hand it to the man on motion while Ryan Johnson trying to get outside. He'll be strong out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a heck. It looked like Ryan had the edge there, and that was a heck of a play there. It looked like number 21 in Bledsoe County. That was River Swafford. I thought Ryan was going to pick up some positive yards. River just shoved him out of bounds.
A lot of these kids at this point, Sweat, Swafford, Severs, Thomas, playing both ways. Hot, muggy night. Sequatchie County, 2nd and 10 from the 44. Hand the ball to Harley Meeks. No, it'll be McCoy. Follow Harley Meeks right up the middle for a gain of about 3.
Yeah, I'd really like to see him stick that one to Harley. Harley looked like he had a hold. Somebody's reaching out with an arm, but you know it ain't going to take Harley down. But positive play. About 3rd and 6 right here. Really like to see the Indians pick up the first down. It's been a while since we've seen one of those Farm Bureau first down.
Holland into the game for Bean. Split in near side of the field. 3rd down and 6 from the 48-yard line. Jones in motions. Flag fly. Looks like it'll be something against the Indian. Illegal motion. Back them up 5.
Motion against Sequatchie.
Yeah, Sequatchie's come close on that call a couple times. They put that running back in motion most of the time, and then every now and then you'll see a wing back or somebody kind of leaning forward, and they finally made a call.
6:36 to go in the third quarter. 14-7, the Indians lead. Football nose of the 43-yard line. Call it 3rd and 11. The down to make somewhere between the 46 and 45-yard line.
Yeah, another situation here, Randall. You just want to make sure no turnover, no lost yardage. If you don't pick up the first down, punt it and pin them deep.
Quarterback will hand it to Johnson, fake it, try to throw it, pressure up the middle, he gets outside. Austin's got some room. Line of scrimmage, 5. First down, 10, 15, 20, 30-yard line, 25-yard line, 1 man to meet. He's beaten it. That is going to be it. Indian touchdown! Great run, Austin McQuarrie, 57 yards.
Wow. So yeah, if you ask if we've missed Austin, we've missed Austin. So what a heck of a play. You can see he was open, was going to pick up the first down, but he hit another gear there, went down the sideline, broke a tackle, and man, putting the Indians up 2 scores at this point is, the way their defense is playing, you feel really good, and that is really, really quiet in that sideline on the visitor side.
On a 3rd and 11, quarterback Austin McQuarrie breaks a 57-yard run to put the Indians up 13, kicks up, and good. 21-7. The Indians take the lead off of the Austin McQuarrie scramble.
Wow, what a play. Yeah, I mean, what we talked about, big plays. 4th and 10, fake a punt. Ethan Seals makes a great play. 3rd and 11, Austin. So really a couple of, we ain't used to, we've played some teams lately that's been really athletic, made it kind of hard on us, but a couple of athletes tonight making big plays, and I mean, you feel good. Indians up 14, barring a turnover or something, the way they run their offense, only 6 minutes going 3rd quarter. You're probably looking at, Bledsoe may get 3 possessions. So if they don't score here, they're in a lot of trouble.
So let's set this 6:21 in the 3rd quarter of a 21-7 game. You'll notice the flag now, the weather is picking up, flying hard, wind coming in the press box. This will make it even harder to throw the football in these conditions. 6:21 to go. The Indians lead the Warriors. The 3-2 Indians, or 3-2 Indians lead the 3-1 Warriors. As you can hear the mics, the wind whips through the stadiums. The kick's away. Pooch kick, land at the 30, 35, 40-yard line, big hit there. Wow.
I'll give you one guess who's with a big hit, Randall.
Let me guess. I'll let you say it.
Big number 26, White Blevins. Man, what a hit. It looked like they had a hole there. And White, I mean, I said it enough, but a kid with a motor like White Blevins has got to be a lot of fun to coach.
Critical drive for the Warriors. Down 21-7 now, 6:17 to go in the 3rd quarter. Great field position. We'll have the ball at the 40. Wind whips through the stadium. Handed underneath to the Rivers. He'll have about 9 yards straight up the middle, and he'll hit close to the first down.
Yeah, nice play call there by the Warriors. Just kind of probably trying to settle it down. Plenty of time left in the game. Big pickup at 9. The Warriors most likely want to see them go back to what they do, what they've been doing all year in that wing T set, just try to move the chains, get down there and get a score before the 4th quarter gets here.
2nd and 1 from the 49. Keith under center. Hand it straight up the middle to Severs. He'll pick up 3 and have a first down.
Down to the SCHS 47.
Yeah, this another 2 or 3 yard play there, and like you said, man, you hear that wind. That sure feels good up here in this hot press box. Though.
Absolutely. Feels wonderful on Friday night. A drama-filled Friday night at the Cunningham House. The ball's at the 47-yard line, 5:23 to go in this 3rd quarter. And then now, SCHS leads 21-7 off of Officer McQuarrie scramble, handed underneath the Severs. He'll have about 4. They've went to that several times on this play.
Yeah, just a little trap play. They're trapping up inside. Severs, he's come with a couple arm tackles of breaking a long one. Still 4 or 5 yards. Sure, the Indians will have to do something to adjust to that.
White Blevins again. Upset at some of the play underneath the line of scrimmage. Warriors in a two-back set or single-back set. I'll hand it to Sievers, and he'll have a first down straight off the tackle.
Yeah, the Warriors have found something there they like, and like I said, this game is not a situation where they have to go away from running the football, and they've done a great job of play calling here. Moved the ball all the way down inside Indian territory. Still a lot of time to go in the football game.
4:21 to go on the third quarter. The ball now sets at the 38-yard line. The Warriors are driving with the football. The Indians coming off of a huge play to give a 21-0 lead. You can hear from our mics the wind's ripping through the stadium. Sievers hand it off underneath. They'll take it and off underneath. And he'll be stopped short of the first down.
Well, we're about to get the first big play call of the game right here. Fourth and a long 1 or 2. The Warriors are in a situation they've got to go for it. This is a big play. This could be a play that could decide the game.
Bledsoe County 4th and 2 from the Sequatchie County 39-yard line. 3:34 to go in the third quarter. It'll be under 3:30 by the time we snap the football. Down 14, driving 4th and 2. Harmon gets Bledsoe, gets Sequatchie jumping. No flag. Hand the ball to Sievers up the middle, and he'll have, well, it's going to be close, but I think it's going to be a Bledsoe first down.
Yeah, I think he got his forward momentum got him just enough for the first down. Try to get the Indians jump. The Indians almost jumped, stayed on side, but oh no. That was if you looked at the ref on the other side of the field, he had it marked a good yard first down, but then the white hat come in. Yeah, the coach has got a big question there. I see Bledsoe's coach, and I'd be upset too, because if I'd have saw the guy on his sideline, the ref spot the ball, it was a yard past that marker over there. Then all of a sudden the white hat come in and just pointed. He didn't even measure.
So he comes into the field.
I'm not sure it's not a first down still, Randall. It's close, but I don't know how you just come in and make that call without. He's got a lot better eyes than me and you, obviously, and we're right on the line of scrimmage right now.
Yeah, this is probably the best seat that we have.
If he didn't get it, it was by a hair.
So they'll stretch the chains out. Stretch every link in it.
I've seen a lot of football. I've watched a lot of football. I have never seen a white hat come in and immediately mark it as another team's ball when they got the first down by almost 3/4 of football.
Yes.
I've never seen it happen. It's amazing to me. Never seen that happen. I think we've seen, last 2 weeks, we've seen a couple things that are officials that we haven't seen ever in football. I've never seen a back judge throw holding up in the line of scrimmage.
That was at East Ridge last week.
Wow.
Right call got made there. We may be Sequatchie radio, but the right call got made.
Definitely the right call. Just confused me on what really what the head official was, what it was doing.
Yes. So let's set it. 3:07 to go. Ball at the Sequatchie 36. 1st and 10 Bledsoe. 5 wide receivers. Keith will throw it up. Underthrows his man. He'll be intercepted by the Indians. Number 12, I believe this will be Levi Knight coming out of there with the football. We said Levi made the catch earlier, and now we'll give him the credit. Interception, Levi Knight.
What a big play by Levi. Man, what a play.
Ball underthrew. Levi done a great job coming back to the football, getting his body in between the football into the receiver to pick it off at its highest point.
Yeah, it's a great play by Levi. Kind of a little bit confusing. The Warriors were having success running the football. Plenty of time to go in the game. I know they're trying to probably get a quick hitter there, but Indians can pick up a couple first downs here and really shorten this game.
Really, time running now becomes critical. 2:54 to go in the third quarter. Handed off to Ryan Johnson. He's got room out to the 20-yard line.
Great play call. That's a Farm Bureau first down, Randall. Got us out of the hole there. There's that gear that Ryan has. Ryan's got that extra gear he can kick in. Look like was that 21? Was that Swafford?
Yes.
Look like Swafford was chasing. Swafford's a fast kid too. He's come up. He's closed well on Ryan. If he don't close on that one, Ryan may go to the house.
Absolutely. The ball will be at the 26-yard line. A little bit of chaos in the booth. Man, this wind is really picking up. Papers flying around. The ball at the 26, 2:47 to go in the third quarter. Sequatchie leads 21-7 here on 93.3 the Country Roads. McQuarrie will take it out. Chase, make a move, make a man move. Miss. Boy, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and I think we're going to get a personal foul over there on the tackle.
I don't know. It's either that or I don't know. The only other person over there is wide receiver blocking. He called a hold on the wide receiver? Yeah, he did. Called it on Levi 9, I think. Or no, Billy Hall. Looks like 15 over there. So he's called a hold on Billy. He's going to back us up.
McQuarrie jumped up. I thought the call, he pointed towards Bledsoe County. I thought something on the tackle. But now we'll have the Indians way behind the chains. It'll be first down and 20. Again, that call came from the back judge behind. All right, let's just go 2:37 to go in the third quarter.
I'm with you. He called that hold penalty 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 yards from where supposedly it happened. 30 yards.
The ball will be at the 13-yard line. That's where we'll scrimmage from with 2:26 to go in the third quarter. Going to throw the Go to throw the screen. It's intercepted by Bledsoe County. 76. Zach Davis comes out with the football, and that'll be a Warrior touchdown. Disaster, what you could not have happened.
Yeah, that's really the first mistake we've seen out of Austin tonight. That's a ball, if it's covered, throw it in the ground, live to play another day. But Austin tried to make a play. Defender got up, nice interception, give him credit. And, wow, this game changed real fast.
Zach Davis with a 13-yard interception return. Kick is up and it's good. Wow, really a momentum shift. 21-14 now. The Indians lead the Warriors. What can you say? A couple of just horrible circumstances really for the Indians. Put the Bledsoe back into this game. Great play by young Mr. Davis to keep chasing the quarterback.
Yeah, that was a great play. There again, the Indians got backed up on a strange holding call, and then Austin, like I said, made his first mistake he's made tonight. You just got to buckle down here. You're getting the ball back. You got a lot of football left in a 7-point game.
2:20 to go in a 7-point football game. Time is now becoming even a non-factor. Well, I guess you kind of felt like the Indians could start counting down the series at that point. But now it's wide open, anybody's football game. Bledsoe County will kick it off with Boring. Back deep. Lucky will have a man at the 10. Two flank him on either side at the 15. Tristan will get the ball away. It'll land about the 10 and roll out of bounds.
That should give us some good field position starting at 35. You got to overcome it. Overcome the, things happen in a football game. Momentum swings. Very unfortunate play. Like seeing Coach Wattenberger sending Austin back out there after that play, showing he's got some confidence in him. Kind of surprised we hadn't seen Peyton back in there at all tonight.
Austin has played well. The mistake last time, heavy pressure, trying to set up the screen, throws it into the hand of the defensive lineman, Zach Davis. Zach rumbles in, and that was what brings us to 21-14. Ball on the 35-yard line now, and you hope the Indians can put together a drive here. McQuarrie, where the momentum is really shifting to the other side of the field right now.
Yeah, that's amazing. We talked about it before. It's amazing how much momentum can change the complexity of a game. Just one play, game you felt like Sequatchie was in control of, 2-touchdown game, and then all of a sudden the pick changes it. And now the Warriors' defense is fired up. We really need to figure out a way to get a first down here.
Ball at the 35-yard line, 2nd and 10. 50 to go in the third quarter. Quarterback McQuarrie, wing T set, Meeks will dot it. Put Jones in motion, Austin back to throw, throws it deep to Ryan Johnson, overthrows Ryan. Looks like a hold will bring everything back. Ryan beat his man, but Austin just let him a little too much. Probably null and void if it had been completed. Hold, Sequatchie County. Penalties, the story of the third quarter for the Indians.
I think Bledsoe's trying to decide whether they want to back us up or decline. It'd be a 3rd and 10 if they decline. It'd be a 2nd and 20 if they take maybe a little more than that before the hold was called.
I believe the normal thing, we've seen a couple of off the chart thing, would be to take the penalty, back them up, put them in the 2nd and 21, hold, Sequatchie County.
Yeah, it looks like they're backing us up here. So we'll have another situation here. Whatever happens here, we got to make sure we don't turn the football over.
You know, last week we talked about quick kicking the ball, but in these situations, when you get this backed up, I guess I'm old school. I still think of it. So we'll be on the 24-yard line. The yard to make will be, way up at the 45. We'll be at the 22. Yard to make will be the 45. 2nd and 23. Wing T set. Minute 35 to go in the third quarter. Hand it off to Johnson. We'll have a little room. Bledsoe County does a great job closing. What looked like it would break big ends up being a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, another counter play there with Coach Wattenbarger trying to catch them off guard. The Warriors were ready for it. 3rd and a long way. Just really, I imagine we're going to get a safe play call here by Coach Wattenbarger. Defense has played really well tonight. Only give the Warriors 7 points, and that was on a questionable. That drive got kept alive on a questionable personal foul call, and then of course the pick 6, and that's all Bledsoe's had tonight.
Clock under a minute now in the third quarter. Any chance you throw it deep to Ryan Johnson here? That pattern seemed open last time.
Yeah, just you'd hate to get an interception right here and another big momentum play.
McQuarrie will roll out. He'll look for Harley Meeks. Throw it over Harley's head. You wait for that one to be completed, and it's going to bust big.
Yeah, we think at some point they just can't seem to get it in Harley's hands. That one's a little high there, and Harley's not your typical wide receiver. That's probably a tough catch for the big guy. But no damage. Get a good punt here. I mean, Ethan had a 53-yard punt last time. If we can get another punt even remotely close to that, the way our defense is playing, you still feel okay.
40 seconds to go in the third quarter. It saw a huge shift in momentum as Bledsoe now down 7 points. Punt away, will land about the 47. Roll. It'll be fielded down at the 40-yard line. 32 seconds to go in this third quarter. And what's been an emotional ride. The Warriors will scrimmage from there. Michael, the thing you fear at this point, me as a fan, me sitting in the stands, is a big play. It just feels like something is set up now. And you just got to keep your eyes on Richardson and not give up the 40-50-yard play.
Yeah, make them grind it out again like we did last time. Bend, don't break, and be smart. Stay away from personal fouls.
Keith under center. Modified wing T. Hand it to Richardson. He'll be hitting the backfield. He'll lose one.
Yeah, another great play by the Indian defense. Richardson keeps trying to bounce it outside. The Indians are having no part of it. Look like White Blevins got up off the bottom of that pile.
Indians have done a good job managing Richardson, the dangerous Richardson, and that'll be the last play, I believe, of the third quarter as we're under 10 seconds. So we'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Indian Football on 93.3. Back in 60 seconds.
on that play. 2 on the bad. Incomplete pass and a pick. Stop the clock. Where did Lee go?
Yeah, I'm
Jackson left. Just he had to go back home now.
She's just out there wandering.
There's all kind of kids.
My back's hurt a little bit. I don't know. We didn't hit no harder than that, but it just scraped. So it just tore everything off the front fascia off my. We just scraped. We didn't even hit. But the insurance will make me get it fixed this time because I owe so much money on the car. Welcome back to Sequatchie County Stadium, Wayne Reynolds press box. In the Battle of the Stump, 21-14, the Indians lead the Warriors. Just underway of the fourth quarter. Quarterback Harmon Keith will bring his Warriors to the line of scrimmage. 2-back set, 1 wide receiver. He'll roll with it on a design run. He'll have 10, 12, 15 yards. Design quarterback keeper. Good call by Bledsoe County.
Yeah, look up in there. I don't know if that was Levi. Had it pinned in and forced him to cut back and just missed tackle, and Harmon picks up the first down.
We talked about earlier in the game with the depth. We felt like Sequatchie could make hay in the fourth quarter, but the momentum right now lies across the field with our visitors from the north, from Pikeville, Bledsoe County. Though they trail, the third quarter was definitely a Bledsoe quarter. Keith going at it again. This time he's looking out here in the flat to Thomas. He'll complete it at the 43. Get down to about the 36 for another Bledsoe first down.
Yeah, momentum going there. Nice tackle there by Donnie Wiseman. Warriors have definitely gained control of the game right now. You need the Indians to come up with a big play, maybe a White Blevin sack or anything, just to kind of stop what's going on right now.
Things going the Warriors' way. Down 7, momentum on their side. The Indians back against the wall. The ball at the Indians' 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Keith, 2-back set. Run into Swofford in the backfield. Kind of blew up on themselves there. Get the ball down to about the 35.
Yeah, that's a good play by the Indians up front there. Looked like Logan Johnson in on that, White Blevins, and looks like number 30 there, Lee, Gavin Lee. Indians have had some success stopping the Bledsoe run. That run there by quarterback was probably maybe the biggest run of the night since Terrell's early first quarter run.
10:23 to go in the fourth quarter. Up 7, 21-14. The Indians lead the Warriors. But Bledsoe's driving again. Fake the handoff. Harmon will flip it out to his wide receiver Thomas, and he'll be hit after a short gain, and they'll have a 3rd and 6 or 7 there. Big play in this series.
Yeah, good closing speed there by the Indian defense. Looked like Levi Knight was in on that tackle. He wasn't going to miss that tackle. And right here, I'm assuming where they're at, 33-yard line. I'm sure this is probably 4-down territory, barring a big loss in this play.
Here will come the Warriors to the line of scrimmage, led by their sophomore quarterback, Keith. He'll have Swofford and receivers in the backfield. Thomas split to the right towards the Bledsoe bench. Referees will sound the whistle. Bledsoe County will get a timeout here. We'll keep it here for the timeout. 9:26 to go. Thoughts?
Yeah, it looked like Bledsoe coming line of scrimmage with 3rd and 6. That coach is going to try to draw the Indians off sides. Good discipline play by the Indians, staying on side. Bledsoe calls timeout. And I look right here. Most of their success has came with the play action and getting Harmon outside the pocket, and either hitting one of his receivers on those drag routes, or he kept it there once in the zone. I look for that type of play right there, and I'd like to see him roll out this way one time out here where White Blevins lined up and White can get off a block. Let's get the big play.
So 9:26 to go in the quarter. The football will rest on the 33-yard line, 3rd and 7. The Warriors are in Indian territory again. After coming out, the Warriors scored on the interception return that has changed the momentum of the game. Trying to get us all tied now with 9:26 to go in the fourth quarter. Quarterback Harmon, 2-back set. Will keep the pressure. He'll throw it away. I don't know how we don't have grounding.
It's got to be. In high school, you cannot throw the football away, and there it is. Yeah, he threw it good. Because if there's not a Warrior receiver in that area, you cannot throw the ball out of bounds no matter where you're at as a quarterback in high school football.
The only man near the game was 33 Chance Boynton, who was not in the ball game. The defensive player on the sideline was the closest man. So we'll back them up, loss it down, see where they set the football. This might change. So the football will be around the 40-yard line, it looks like. I think this is definitely going to change now.
It's a loss of down penalty.
Yes, so it'll be 4th down.
I think it puts them in a punt situation now. Get back that far back to it.
4th down. Let's just put it this way. 4th down and a long ways to go. And they'll be punting the football. Great job by the Indians defense containing Keith to get this stop. Now a chance to run clock and make hay.
Good job by Indian defense. Right here, just make sure if you do catch this kick that you secure it. Do not want to give them a turnover back to Bledsoe.
Punter at the 46-yard line, in over end kick. It'll land about the 7, and Bledsoe will do a nice job to down it at the 5-yard line. That'll be 58. Gabe McLeod gathers up the football. Now the Indians will start with their back against the wall.
It looks like Coach Wattenberger's gathered his entire offense over here on the sideline. I'm sure this is one of those pep talks, guys. Grind me out 3 or 4 first downs. If nothing else, flip this field, and we can get a couple first downs. You know, the way the clock works in high school football is that's going to shorten the game. You know, Bledsoe probably only guaranteed maybe 1 more series, 2 at the most.
9:06 to go in the fourth quarter. 21-14. The Indians lead the visiting Warriors. They'll snap the football under the goal. Right in front of the scoreboard, under the shadows of the goalpost. Quarterback McQuarrie. Man in motion. Handed underneath. Big Harley Meeks will rumble and stumble for 5 yards. Good start to the Indians.
What a good play call there. Harley got going downhill. Looked like he picked up, like you said, looks like maybe a good 6 yards. What a great play on first down by the Harley Meeks.
Again, I cannot express how many Warriors have went 2 ways. Snaps they've played. Now it's getting late in the game. You thought coming into the game if there was a place that Indians might have a storyline to write would be late in the game. So quarterback McQuarrie will watch the clock. He'll snap the football under 10 seconds. It'll be 8:30 on the clock. Handed underneath to Harley Meeks. Close to the first down.
Yeah, this is what we talked about early on. This is where Harley gets strong. Like I said, a lot of Warriors going both ways. Harley only plays on the offensive side of the football. I'm sure he's fresh, and it's going to be tough tackling him for the next 8 minutes.
Edgar Veracruz will check into the game as Walt Jones leans out. We'll put Bean in for Knight with the play call. Third and 1. We've got to get the ball to past the 15, the nose of the football to the 15. McQuarrie will snap the football, hand it to Meeks. Pile football. Doesn't look like he made it.
Yeah,
Kind of a mess.
Looks like we fumbled the ball because they threw the ref threw the beanbag, so we might have lost a yard on the fumble.
Punt that thing out of there. Bad quarterback, running back exchange. On the 3rd and 1, Warriors, give them all the credit in the world, shot the gap. Hit Harley Meeks in the backfield. Popped the ball loose, 62. Wyatt Tracy on the play. Seals. Kick away. Good kick. Will land about the 38, bounce 40, up to about the 44. This is where we were at just a minute ago.
Yeah, and a very tempting. Fourth and it looked like less than a yard. Very tempting right there, but really smart play call by Coach Wartbarger. The defense has played great all night. Just put it back in their hands.
Now's the time you dial up your seniors. 6:57 to go in a 7-point game. I'm getting too old for this. Ball at the 43-yard line. God, what a day, Michael. It's been a crazy day getting here with all the accidents that I had, trying to get my daughter picked up from school. But it's been one heck of a football game.
Yeah, I imagine this last 7 minutes is going to be pretty exciting, too.
Keith will scrimmage the ball from the 43-yard line. One wide receiver to the far side. He'll get the ball to about the 40. And that's set up a second down and a 7.
Yeah, it looked like he had a hole there and then got tripped up. Looked like one of those defensive linemen reached up, cut receivers down.
Second and 7 from the 40.
Kawachi running in another lineman. Matthew Griffin into the game. For Gavin Leeds. Kawachi County trying to see pressure across the front. Right now is where you make yourself a memory for life. 17 to go in the fourth quarter. Indians over the Warriors by 7. Keith will keep the football, roll out, throw it to Thomas. He'll miss it, and running open, pass is underthrown. Sets up a critical 3rd and 7.
Yeah, Harmon had another right receiver running wide open and just missed him.
Sets up a kind of a strange situation, Michael. You 3rd and 7 now. Are you committing to running the football twice here?
Yeah, I would assume surely Coach felt like he was in 4-down territory. 6 minutes to go. Probably another situations, according if he picks up yardage here, whether he goes for it or not.
Nose of the ball on the 40-yard line. 6:06 to go in the fourth quarter. In Sequatchie County territory, quarterback Keith will be in a shotgun. One back set, throw the football. White Blevins will bring the pressure. Chase him. Hit him about the 35. Gain of 5, but he'll be short the first down, but really a much more favorable situation.
But boy, the White Blevins is coming like a madman. It looked like a big hit. I think the big hit was there by, was it Levi? It was either Levi or Caleb with a big hit.
Near the 35.
Come up and stuck Harmon now. A big 4th and 3 here.
5:33 to go. Time's getting critical in a 4th and 3 for Bletsoe County. The nose of the football short of the 35. Need to get it down to around the 32. Weather in the background. Time getting late. Keith under center. Roll out. Looks for Swafford. Pressure. Sack! Huge play. Sequatchie County comes with the pressure on the stunt. It sacks quarterback Keith to turn over the football.
Yeah, trying to see who that was. Give credit for it. Looked like Osnez. Ashton Osnez, 35 on the sack. What a play. Couldn't pick a better time than that right there.
Michael, to add to the drama today, I just spit the parcel about halfway across the booth. So excited. Now Sequatchie County can win this football game with first down. Farm Bureau first downs win this football game. Handed underneath to Harley Meeks. Gain of about 4. Quarterback McQuarrie will not be in any hurry.
This is where it gets tough tackling Harley. You can see, took a little bit out of the Warriors there on that sack, but kind of back on their heels. And it's not even fun to try to tackle a running back like Harley Meeks in this situation.
Farm Bureau first downs win the football game now. Shout out to our friend Joey Everett. Shout out to all of our sponsors that make this possible. Great talk to our friend from Bletsoe County Telephone Co-op. Ethan Lloyd at halftime. McQuarrie. Hand it to Harley Meeks. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. He might have got one. Nose of the ball is going to be close to the 50.
Yeah, here's an interesting play call here. 3rd and about 4. Yeah, you know, Austin made the mistake early on the screen call. I'm not sure what to do here. Maybe go back to Harley.
3rd and 5 with 3:52. They'll snap the football under 3:30. McQuarrie will bring his team. Look directly at the clock. Stand there. Get Bledsoe dropping. Important 5-yard first down. Indians. Great job by Austin. We've seen Peyton Campbell do that a couple of times this year. You get the Warriors jumping, and that's a first down. That's maybe the best first down of the season.
Yeah, what a big Farm Bureau first down. Well, thankful that Bledsoe County gave us that Farm Bureau first down. But that we're going to be able to use them a lot of clock. Bledsoe's got 2 timeouts. Another first down will almost sew this thing away.
You got to think Bledsoe's going to bring the house now to get it stopped. Hitting the man in the backfield, Jones, stripping at the football. Almost as good to get on the ground, lose the 3 yards, keep the time running. We'll snap the football inside of 3 minutes now.
I'd like to see, we snapped that football in about 15 seconds on the play clock. I'd like to see Austin run that thing down a little more. Because even if you have to punt the ball here, Bledsoe's going to have a long field to have to go and score a touchdown.
Certainly do not want to leave them any extra time with 2 timeouts. The play clock, Sequatchie County has some of the best paid clocks in high school football. The quarterback can look directly at it. This time it's at 8, 6, 5. Bledsoe jumps again. Austin comes to the line of scrimmage, lets the time run down, gets the Warriors jumping. He just turned a 2nd and 12 into a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, it looked like the same player that Bledsoe County in 55 jumped off sides both times. Coach is not very happy about it.
This time the clock stopped. We'll wind the play clock. 22 seconds. Game clock off.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. There we go, the game clock. Boy, about 10-second difference in winding that clock. But he'll still be under 2:25 when we snap it. Need to go fast here. Austin McQuarrie, snap the football. 1 second. We're going to get a timeout. Good job by the Sequatchie County's coaches getting the timeout with 1 second to go.
Yeah, not a bad call. We used up that entire 25 seconds. Nothing wrong with that. Sequatchie still got 2 more timeouts. Really, you feel like here, Bledsoe's got 2 timeouts, but a first down's really going to put us in a good situation.
If they choose to use the timeouts, they'll probably get the ball back with about 2 minutes to go. If they get the stop, Sequatchie will get 3 snaps of the football, including the punt. I got to think if you're Bledsoe County, you want to save at least one of those timeouts, Michael, so you can still keep the middle of the field in an option. But you think at this point the ball, at best case scenario, without the turnover, you punt it away. You're going to pin them at least at the 20 if you kick it in the end zone. So you want to just eat this clock away. McQuarrie, 2nd and 6 from the 42. Hand it to Harley Meeks. He'll have about 3 straight up the middle. Bledsoe call this timeout. 3rd and 4. Can you express your emotions right now?
Oh man, it's kind of nerve-wracking. I've seen a lot of these games. I know back, it's probably maybe the last time Bledsoe beat us, maybe it goes back further than that. I was at a game where all Sequatchie County needed was a first down, pretty much run the clock out, and kid for Sequatchie got the ball, picked up 10 or 15 yards, and was fighting for extra yards, fumbles, Bledsoe recovers, goes down, scores, and beats us that night. So it's nerve-wracking until that clock says 0. So we got a 3rd and 5 here. I don't see anything wrong with putting it in Harley's hands here. I don't think I've seen Harley fumble all year. So even if you don't get the first down, you force Bledsoe to use their last timeout. And then, and then it's okay to punt. It's okay to punt them down inside the 20, and they have a long way to go with no timeouts if that happens.
So let's set it. Fourth quarter, 2:15 to go. Sequatchie going left to right on the radio dial. Leads the game 21-14. The Warriors need this critical stop on third, and the clock says 3. We'll call it 4. They need almost the 35-yard line. T set. I believe Harley's seen the football every single time out of this set. McQuarrie snaps it. This time he'll keep it. He'll have the first down plus more. That'll about do it. Austin McQuarrie gets around the end, picks up 7 yards, gets the ball down to the, let's call it the 34. First down and 10. 2:07 to go on the clock. 1 timeout. I believe we're in victory formation.
We're in great shape now, but I like those Kate Moffitt on the sideline trying to help those referees out, give them the first down signal, and we're in good shape now. Clock's running. Bledsoe's down to 1 timeout. I don't know if you can run it all off, but pretty close. Worst case scenario, I think you put it in Harley's hands here.
We'll snap the football under 140. Snap. Harley Meeks hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll go down. Gain about 3. Clock runs. Minute 37, minute 36. So Bledsoe County will take their timeout here. So they'll take it here, Michael. We'll snap the ball at 1:35. Reset the 35-second clock. We're not sure here. There's some discussion of who took the timeout.
I'm pretty certain. Coach Walmart had no reason to take a timeout. He's on that clock to get off as quick as possible.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So let's look. We're looking at 25-50. I mean, at best case scenario, Sequatchie doesn't pick up a first down. They're looking at getting the ball back with maybe 20, 25 seconds to go. Now, Sequatchie picks up a first down. You can we'll see the best play in football come up.
Bledsoe County coaches run in, strip. I don't know why we were checking timeouts, but the refs were discussing timeouts with Bledsoe County. But it was obvious the last timeout was just called. A minute 35 to go. We'll snap the football on the 2nd and 7. Bledsoe dances across the line of scrimmage. McQuarrie this time does get a timeout. I think they just wanted to see what Bledsoe County was going to come in, set up in.
I'm sure Bledsoe's jumped on sides for us twice there in that situation. I think Coach Wattenberg was hoping for another one. But still, right here, I imagine you're going to put this a very safe play call into whoever's hands you feel like will definitely not put it on the ground. And so I would expect we'll see Harley Meeks for the next 2 carries. Like I said, first down puts it away. Even if you don't get a first down, Bledsoe's going to be in a situation where maybe a couple of Hail Marys at best.
The Farm Bureau first down will end the game. Harley Meeks will dot the wing tee. Austin McQuarrie, your quarterback. Hand it this time to Jones coming around. He'll be close to that first down, Michael.
Yeah, that's close. Good play call. Boy, I really want to see Walt wrap that ball up a little better right here.
The clock did not start on time. Just now got underway. The play ran. So now we'll snap it about 50 seconds on a 3rd down and 4. So snap it at 50. If you snap it inside of 50, they'll have about 15 seconds then. Hand it off to Veracruz. Eggerl will be close to the first down.
Yeah, this spot determines whether the game's over right here.
Critical spot coming up. McQuarrie trying to help them to tell it's a quarterback. Tell the referees it's a first down. Where the judge on this side of the field is spotted the football, Michael, I believe it's a first down. There's 49 seconds to go on the clock. This measurement
Timeout for measurement.
will tell you what the football game is over or not. So 44.2 seconds, 25 seconds on the play clock, clearing both sides away. Sorry, did you have something to add, Michael?
Yeah, I mean, it looked like the white hat made a great decision there and didn't decide to call it on his own again. So he's bringing the change all the way over. If this is a first down, he needs to get in the victory formation, and we'll make it 7 in a row.
Here comes the chain crew from the Bledsoe County side. He'll stretch the chain, stretch it, and that's going to be a first down, Sequatchie County.
And nothing better than to finish the night on our sponsor, Joey Evans, with a Farm Bureau first down, the last play of the game.
All we've got to do now is line up and snap the football. Would you call this a mild upset?
Oh yeah, I mean Bledsoe had a lot of expectations coming in this year. They beat an East Ridge team that we struggled with last week. But like I said, that means nothing. It means nothing, this rivalry. And I'd say it a mild upset, but not surprised.
Quarterback McCreary will take it and take a knee. Clock will start with 38 seconds. There'll not be a need to snap it again. That's the ball game. Play clock 37, game clock 30. Sequatchie County, gun out. Celebrate. The stop is coming home.
Well, it's been home, Randall. It's just staying home. It's been home. That's 7 in a row.
Great effort tonight. Sequatchie County kids as emotional as I've seen them all year. Bledsoe County came in with a lot of expectations. You can tell this is a hard one on the Bledsoe County kids.
Yeah, this is another year they get the bragging rights, get to talk about it. And I'm going to tell you what, this Sequatchie County football team is going to be good again next year. So Bledsoe County we may be on one of them runs that may last for a while.
As the confetti comes down into a Rain Reynolds press box, the stuck is on the sideline staying home. What a night. We'll take a break in just a minute. Let's just get everybody set on what happened along the way. Great effort tonight by the Indians to win the football game. After the turnover, made the score 21-14. Boy, it just felt like everything was going Bledsoe's way.
Yeah, it did. We had to overcome it after the mistake Austin made. Like I said, he didn't make many. That mistake felt like they scored, couldn't move the ball, they got it back. But I'm going to tell you what, man, our defense rose to the occasion all night long.
So we're going to take a quick 60-second break, and we'll be back with Indian football on Country Roads 93.3 on this victorious night. Back in 60 seconds.
He does.
Welcome back to Wayne Reynolds Stadium. I'm guilty as charged, Michael. Let's get down to the field. Let's talk about what we saw happen. And we saw the effort tonight of a Sequatchie County team to win. You hear the chants out of the crowd, 7 in a row, 7. What a win tonight for the Indians.
Yeah, overcome really last week a game that just everything went wrong for us. A team we feel like we could have beat, that we were better than, and then we talked about it. When that game's over, you got the rivalry coming up. It's great to see the Indians come out here. It's great to see Ryan Johnson healthy and stepping up. See Austin McCurry back tonight healthy and making plays. And just Ethan Seals, 2 huge plays tonight. One on a 53-yard punt, one on a huge fake punt. Just an exciting night, and you can see how much it means to this program to get that win.
So, Michael, we got a huge decision. We always talk and name a player of the game. I've got a couple of things that I'm thinking about. Let me throw an odd one out. How about the Sequatchie County defense?
That was, if I had a choice, that was definitely going to be my first choice. The Sequatchie County defense, man. They gave up 1 touchdown, the defense did tonight, and really we had to stop on that. And if the referee don't make a call on 4th down, we stop them there, and the defense shuts them out. Outside of the pick 6 they got down here, they only scored 1 touchdown on our defense. And to me, That's very impressive. That's as good defense as we've played against them in the last several years, including the semifinal team. So that's the most impressive thing I saw tonight. And then, we talked a little bit about Austin. Austin came back healthy, made a great throw down here on 2nd 22, a great throw in the end zone for the first touchdown, and then the fake or the scramble on 3rd and 11, I believe it was, for the touchdown. Man, I didn't realize how much Austin brings to the team, but he made some great plays tonight. But I don't know how you don't give it to the defense tonight on just all around great effort for the whole defense.
So I tend to agree with you. I did want to quickly talk about, I think Austin was a difference maker tonight. I think at certain points this year, Peyton Campbell's been a difference maker. So that sure does set up this team for the future. I also want to jump for the other side of the field, and I'm Sequatchie County Radio, but let me tell you, Bledsoe County football's in pretty good hands. Played hard, played tough tonight. Sad to see, but I think I agree with you. The player of the game, Sequatchie County's defense. The Farm Bureau player of the game.
Agreed with it. Great. Good win tonight. Excited to get back on track, and we got some games we can win. I mean, we can run off several wins here in a row. Played that last game of the year for a region championship against Upperman, the way I feel about it. And Upperman is a team that if we play like we did tonight, that we'll have a chance against.
Absolutely. Michael, you got final thoughts? I mean, I want to go a long time tonight, but I am just emotionally spent. I mean, it was a tough game. I want to go back through, the guys at the station. I want to say thank you to Sam. I want to thank the people at 93.3 The River. The Country Roads. I've said that 3 times now. The Country Roads, we've had Ethan Lloyd from Bledsoe Telephone up here tonight. We've had Jonathan Kelly, Jeff Barker, bunch of special guests, but really it's been a special night. And it's about a great football game, and it's about community.
Yeah, it really is. And you see all the fans that came here tonight just to witness this Sequatchie Bledsoe game. The fans are excited. The players are excited. This takes a lot of sting out of what happened last week against East Ridge. And
it was a tough week last week.
It was, and this is the kind of win that can propel you to several wins, and then maybe we make a little playoff run and get after some other teams from the other side of the region.
So, I don't have much more to add tonight. On a victorious night for the Sequatchie County Indians. For our visitors to the north, we've enjoyed having you down here, but I think we'll keep the stump one more year. For Michael Schmidt, Randall Cunningham, the guys back at the station, all the people that sponsor the broadcast, we appreciate you. We'll see you next Friday night. Thank you.